I explicitly picked Atlanta.
Oh, no, I
There
think
it
that
is.
pulled it. I just got an ad.
Yeah.
Yay, it's working.
Weird. Does that mean the VOD will show up now? I'm gonna check.
Yeah. Very odd.
So here's the exciting thing that I learned. When you defeat this game, you go into New Game Plus, and then every time you defeat New Game Plus, you go into another plus, which not just makes the game harder, it makes the snake bigger.
Oh.
Well, I've never won, so.
So you can get into some ridiculous snake synergy. I haven't beat the +1 yet. I got to 20 on that one.
Is that shirt orange or red? It's red.
I'm
It's
a red shirt. Yeah.
Also, I've learned I've the only way I get close to winning is double healer every time.
You just out heal the damage coming in.
One game I had cleric, fairy, priest, fully upgraded all of them. It was just a wasteland of healing. Then I got the one that makes you faster when you pick up the healing orbs. And it was just like this steroid Pac-Man run. And when I got to 24, that you know how they do that big like massive launch? Right in the middle, all 3 healers died.
Oh, no.
And that was the end of the dream.
Oh no. Is the stream acting up? Is it okay? Bitrate good? Audio good?
Your camera froze for like a split second, but that might just be the connection. That happens to me sometimes too.
Everything might have just froze.
Oh, it's run. It picked back up. I'm moving again.
Did it drop out on you?
Twitch did for a second. Yeah.
Oh, could it be that my problem is not Spectrum?
No, I think your problem probably is Spectrum, but
Everyone's problem is Spectrum, though.
yeah, it's pretty solid at like 6,000 kilobit right now, but like it just froze for a second.
Yeah, that's what happens to mine. It's not constantly bad. Well, sometimes it is constantly bad.
It I got 142 dropped frames.
Oh.
So, okay,
Interesting.
Archer, Cleric, and Swordsman. Should I just go all 3?
So here's the thing about you always get this money back, so just make this stage easy. Because they'll all sell for 1 gold. And the only reason not to make your snake max size as soon as possible is it gets slower.
Pew.
Yay!
Is
I
this
got
a
another 3
multiplayer
gold.
game? No.
How would this be multiplayer? I guess maybe it could be. It'd be cool if they did like a PvP version. Check your order of your snake. Put the warrior up front. He takes the most damage.
Oh, yeah. For those of you who weren't here on Friday and couldn't watch the VOD because Twitch was being weird, this is just Snake, but with RPG rogue elements.
Now, yesterday I would have told you to put that cleric in the middle, but I've since learned that almost always my collisions happen as like I oh shit out of the way at the last moment, which means my number 2 catches it almost every time.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta go outlaw here, right? Should I buy an Arcanist as well?
I don't like the Arcanist late game because he is level 1, but again, you're gonna get all this money back, so fill your snake up as quickly as possible.
Hi, the Tide just subscribed. Thank you.
Thank you,
This is
Ty the
Happy
Tide.
Sunday.
I can't believe it's Sunday already. I don't know where the weekend went.
Yeah. Guess who planted pawpaw trees yesterday? It's me. You don't have to guess.
All that weed eating.
Yeah, we did weed eating and brush clearing yesterday too. I did a little more today. It's real hot outside.
We're going into a big stretch of rain this coming week, right?
Yeah, I think at least 3 or 4 days we have like thunderstorm chances.
2 clerics
Chances.
and a rogue.
How long do they take to produce fruit? I think they're faster than some others These ones were a little more well established than the apple trees I bought. I think it'll probably be in like 2 to 3 years, probably. My apple trees that I bought, it'll probably be like 4 to 5 before they really are producing any fruit. But I already have some apple trees back there, so hopefully I'll get some apples off them this year.
You think you'll still have this zest for rural housewifery at that point?
Yeah, well, what's kind of great about the apple trees is like they don't really require a ton of maintenance outside of just keeping them trimmed, which whoever lived here before did not do. So I'm gonna have to really trim them back in the winter.
But the thing is, you have to process the apples, right? Wendell, do you understand Death 6? It just seems bad. I don't understand. I've never taken it.
Yeah, I've never taken it either. It's just there's sometimes you get some of the units that like the flagellation one and the other one, and it's like sometimes things happen if they're taking damage, and so maybe that's good. But
Still seems like it's a very short reward there.
I don't have a lot of rogues either.
You got 2 rogues. You could totally rogue this build.
What do
I
I
don't
want
like-
for dinner?
Well, I got one rogue.
I don't like the rogues though.
Level
She's
1.
some
tier 2.
pasta. What?
Oh no, you're right. The scout is a rogue. I didn't realize that. But normal attacks deal half damage. Screw it. Whatever.
I mean, the Ouroboros R is useful in some cases.
It's a useful early game, but late game, it's not very good.
Why didn't you take that merchant? Are you full?
Oh,
No, you got one more.
I got one more. Yeah. Oops.
Aw.
That's fine.
Noodle game, noodle dinner. Just make some buttered noodles with some cheese and some basil. Delicious. Is your iPad obsolete now? No.
It's not an M1 iPad. It's definitely obsolete.
That's fine. It's still functional.
It doesn't
Yeah.
do all the new features, Krista.
I can't get it in a cool color now.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't take the one. I like the host. I like that a lot.
Well, no, but you realize you can sell them, right?
But you don't get full value, do you? Every time?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, every time. Well, it doesn't. That's why I'm telling you, like, fill your snake up as soon as possible. There is no drawback. So you want to slowly work out those tier 1 units, or follow some sort of plan. You know, like go with solid color or something like that. I think our solid blue run did very well.
I was playing once earlier, and I kept getting things that multiply the number of critters on them. And then I got, like, the special item, which is, the critters deal up to 150 explosive damage on impact. And that required me
Yeah.
spending gold to upgrade, and Jesus Christ, I couldn't tell what was going on, and it was insane. And I made it to level 22 with that build, and it's just pixels everywhere.
I did that build with full summon synergy, and the cursor that causes the enemies to explode into little enemies, and that was really powerful. But again, it didn't survive 24. 24 is like this fucking filter. You got to be able to dish out an insane amount of damage in a very small amount of time on him. Or her.
High level 1 tech, hi Mr. Wendell, Ryan, and Mrs. Krista.
Hello.
Mrs. Krista doesn't sound weird to me, but somehow Mr. Ryan and Mr. Wendell does. It's like you guys are elementary school teachers, and that's why it sounds weird. Can you imagine having Mr. Ryan in 3rd grade?
You don't call them by their first name.
Sometimes you do, like in elementary school.
Not in my class.
That was surprisingly effective. Deceleration, ballista, shoot 5.
I love the ballista. I mean, you're always going to have projectiles, but that what's shoot 5? Is that 30%?
Probably, it doesn't say.
Movement speed if they have dot damage.
Oh, 3 per second. Okay, so who do you have that's really good at projectiles? The barrager. Actually, I don't think the unit in that slot has to be a projectile unit. So you could say like put your host in that, and now he's a projectile unit.
Yeah,
as a bonus.
This usually is like really good early game, but like late game, those projectiles don't do hardly any damage.
Your ballista, I mean, I think you're always going to have projectiles.
Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, an extra swordsman. I don't think it's time to reroll, right?
I'm like a few seconds behind you, and I'm like, wait,
Oh,
what?
but blade is, I mean, yeah, early. The problem is you won't see a lot of blades until you upgrade the store, but you love to have that blade instead of the warrior.
Okay. I sold them then.
Have you tried ground coffee in your plant food? I usually put all our coffee grounds in our composter. And then they get broken down with everything else.
I love the critters. Just that sound.
Yeah, I was telling Krista, I don't think she's heard it yet because she's always on the chat, but like the menu noises and stuff like that, the sound design is very good in this game. And the music is not bad as well.
I wanted to listen to it on the VOD, but the VOD's messed up. I was like, oh, I'll have to check that out later. You know, I could just watch someone else stream it. And then I wouldn't get the echo.
I don't think it's that popular. Weren't we the #1 stream last time?
I think we were. Yeah, it's not. Let me check right now. I bet it's probably still not massive.
Level 1 text, powering games to the #1 on the charts.
We have 69 viewers, and the next has 6. Also, they have one of those anime girl avatar things we were talking about before the stream started.
Yeah,
I've been telling you guys for a long time, indie roguelikes are where it's at right now in video gaming.
I
mean, we can play Monster Train the exact same way.
We just can't compete with the VTubers. They are absorbing all of the dollars in the market. It's just there's just no point. Another Arcanist. I gotta get rid of those.
Did you all see the Factorio news? No, I did not.
No? What was the Factorio news?
LOL, oh my. Rude. What are you doing?
What are we talking about?
Some sort of Factorio news.
The suspense is killing us. What's the Factorio news?
This seems pretty effective. Oh! Blue got my yellow. I take it back.
One of the biggest problems I have is having like a linchpin segment. And you eventually have to be able to lose any one of them and still win.
I feel like it's hard to win without heals. I guess that's why you double up on heals.
Oh, I always go at least 2 heals. I want a sea of green. And if I don't get magnetism, I'm not winning.
Are you going to release a cover of an anime song?
Someone said you could be a VTuber. You should do, you know, like an OnlyFans, but it's all just you covered in dirt and like straw hats with your hair all fucked up. You know, you just came in from the garden.
It's just pictures of the garden. There's actually no pictures of me whatsoever.
It's like,
I would actually... Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh, it's just like, oh, we're gonna do some hot bedroom photos, and it's just you under like a weighted blanket up your neck.
Feeling cozy. Doom scrolling on my phone.
Oh, I like the nuke thing. Like whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Which one is that? I don't even know what that one is.
It's one of the nukers. Like the property, the class property is like they're a nuker.
Oh, you took that full broadside on that one.
I was gonna say,
Oh, you gotta focus him down, man. The white ones, you gotta go right at him.
We should do hot tub stream, but it should we should be just covered in scuba gear the whole time. Oh, you've only got 3 little dudes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
That white one, man, you're letting him pick you off.
Damn it! I can't hit the thing.
The white ones are the most deadly, just like our society.
It really makes you think.
Damn it.
What popular songs are used in anime openings now, chat?
Oh, that was the last wave.
You're so doomed.
Definitely am.
I've managed to heal scum my way through an entire wave, but not with one cleric.
Josh enjoyed just subscribed. Thank you.
I died! Ah!
Oh, dog.
Alright, let's try that again.
Chris, have you ever listened to the Bee Gees? Everybody's listened to the Bee Gees.
Yeah. My mom used to teach disco. Of course I've listened to the Bee Gees. Where are you? Hey. Just walking around punching stuff on the bookshelf.
Do you know the story of the one Bee Gee and the Manson family?
No.
They stayed with him for a while because they were just like weird beatniks that kind of traveled around, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a cool guy," and all those women were there, so he was banging them. And the reason he threw them all out is because he got like a bunch of different STDs all of a sudden because these girls were just skanking it up, And but yeah, he had them in his house.
Grizzle knows this. Wait, teach disco? Yeah, my mom used to teach disco dancing way back in the day.
To who?
To people who wanted to learn it, I guess.
So was it like a dance studio, or how did that work?
No, I think they just taught out of their house. Like, she taught, there was like different moves and stuff. My mom tried to teach me when I was a kid, and I was not good at it.
How old were you?
Well, I was like early teens, so like everything was embarrassing. And I was like, I can't believe you tried to teach me this old person dance, but she's actually really good.
Oh wait, but so I'm thinking your mom's doing this when she's young. She's doing this in the.
No, she's not doing it now, but she did when she was younger. But she tried to teach me as well, like just for fun.
Oh, when she was teaching you, it was no longer a thing. Okay.
Yeah. This was like back when she was probably in her like early mid-20s. She taught disco dancing lessons.
Describe your first 8-track experience. It was in somebody's car.
The weird little robot.
What?
There was a robot that played 8 tracks, and you could hit the buttons and answer questions.
Oh, like a children's toy type thing?
Yeah.
I never used an 8-track. That was beyond my time.
Dude, you gotta go Centipede. I mean, the speed is all. You take those corners faster and avoid them.
I don't know. The Echo Barrage, 10, 20, 30% chance to create secondary areas of effect on area of effect hits. I seem to be going.
Well, who you got? You got no area of effect. You got Swordsman as area of effects and Magician. And you should not keep either of those. Those are tier 1.
Yeah, okay. I'll do Centipede then.
Snake Centipede.
Oh, Wizard Nuker. Who am I getting rid of? Magician.
We don't have 7 yet.
Oops. Oh well. I can still move fast.
She's just whining back here.
I can't help but judge my snakes on how much I want to eat them as a breakfast cereal. I don't feel strongly about this one.
No, this is too artificial.
Yeah.
Oh, the witch is really good.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Void Synergy is really powerful, but again, level 24 will crucify you. And Cryomancer is immediate Void Synergy, right? I can't see because the tooltips.
Hushru.
Yeah.
He's really easy to kill, though. Really, really easy to kill. If you were a breakfast cereal, which one would you be? Am I trying to base that on a breakfast cereal with my qualities or just my favorite breakfast cereal?
Special K. Not even a question. Next.
You've thought about this before. Favorite? I don't know. Breakfast cereal is something that I'm very much, I get a craving for a certain one.
Yeah, I don't know that I have like an all-time favorite breakfast cereal. I guess maybe Honey Nut Cheerios, which is kind of boring, but like it's solid no matter what.
That is a good one.
Harper is an awesome healer, says GM with Media.
Yeah, but you got to stay inside the circle. Have you used him yet?
Uh-uh.
You get a pretty generous circle, but you have to stay inside of it to get the heals. And you can make bad decisions trying to stay inside that circle. PUBG style.
It's like Lucio. Gotta stay inside his heal circle.
You got some good damage going here, though. I mean, this guy did not survive very long at all.
Ruhush.
I sort of piloted him into the circles.
Honeycombs were good. Yeah, those weren't bad.
Have you noticed one thing I really appreciate about this game? The blobs don't mindlessly smash you. Sometimes when you cut them off, they'll actually turn. Like, they'll play chicken with you and lose.
Rangers. A Doom. I've seen this before. This seems like it would be really good, but what is Doom? Is that Void?
No, so Doomers curse.
Oh.
So when the curse are the ones that, you know how like the lightning bolts come out?
Mm-hmm.
So a Bane, for example, a Bane does what the witches' circles do, but they do it with a curse. And that artifact gives you more curse power for those units. They're very powerful. They don't do damage on their own. So if you get caught with just one of them left, it's sad.
I don't know which one.
Well, you don't have an enchanter, right?
Mm-mm.
And you don't have... What's machine arrow?
Ranger arrows. I've only got the
You have
one.
archer. But you should get rid of the archer.
Yeah. So it is Whispers of Doom, right?
But you don't have any cursors. I mean, you just have to, like...
Does the Witch's Circle not count?
No, she's an area of effect.
Oh, okay. That seems like that's a bad one.
You could roll it, but with that level of gold, that seems like a waste. So you should get to 25 gold so that you're maxing out your interest.
I'll get Whispers of Doom just in case we, like, go for that build. Oh, another Vagrant. Alright, that's probably good enough. I can upgrade this too. Ooh. Okay. Probably good enough for now.
Yeah, that last boss was a cakewalk. You can probably get through the next two. I think they must have made the witch circles bigger.
Did we get that perk that makes them bigger over time?
Oh, I don't think so.
What? Just gifted a tier 1 sub to Krista.
Thank you. W-Ed. Sure could use some healers about now.
Like the healers are literally bots.
Is your cleric? He's in there, right? I don't see any orbs. See, but that warrior, he didn't take hardly any damage at all, just bashing through there. That's something you got to learn. And I wish they would give us this information, but some of them have a lot of hit points or a lot of defense, maybe.
Alright, I gotta get rid of something.
Yeah, that'd be nice to know.
I'm gonna get rid of the archer and get a carver instead, or should I do a host?
I think you should get both the host and the carver because you have trash.
Oh.
The vagrant can go away. Alright.
I think we need Nubbin's opinion here so he can tell us to upgrade the store.
He's got one store upgrade. You should also stay above 25 gold.
Okay.
Or at.
I could have
Did
rolled
you ever
one
have
more.
a clapper? I didn't have a clapper. I think someone in my family did. You know what was hot for a minute though back in the day? Touch lamps. Remember touch lamps?
Oh yeah.
My parents had those.
They would always come on their own during an electrical storm.
Yeah, they would. There were some false alarms with the touch lamp. Or sometimes you get a fly in the house.
Why is it not healing it that good?
It's doing it. It's the little lightning bolt. You're paying attention to something else. It's hard to catch it, but you probably get like I think it's 1 per second, right? Maybe it's 1 per 2 seconds. Like right there, you just got one. Your health is good.
Thinking of other 90s trends for housing. The other thing that was really popular when I was a kid was water beds. My aunt and uncle had one.
I had our whole house was waterbed outfitted, and we had cats.
I lost
What do you do when you're done with those? Like, it's not like something that can be picked up as easily, right? Like,
So we lived on a hill, obviously. So you just put a fucking water hose in it, throw it over the hill, and when you get that out, it has to be taken apart. It's a big fucking box.
no, I mean like when you're done, like, say in like 5-10 years, where it's like, okay, it's time to replace my mattress. How do you take that out of your house? Do you just take it out and then drain it in the yard like it's a pool, or?
No, you put a hose in it and siphon.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's
I mean, they've got electric pumps that, you know, make it much easier. But we didn't have one of those in the 80s.
Did you own a lava lamp? I actually had a small collection of lava lamps for a while. I had a glitter lamp. I had an orange lava lamp. The orange lava lamp never heated up very quickly though, so it was always just like static. And then I had a blue and green lava lamp. That one was my favorite.
How about those static electricity balls?
I had one of those too. I also
Yeah,
had one of those spinny light up balls.
Did you have the big one or the little one?
I had a little one. I didn't have a massive one.
Wow.
Oh, somebody's really squishy. Who was that? Is that one of the healers?
Yeah, that was one of the healers.
Speaking of cool lights, I found a cool subreddit the other day. I'll post it in a second if I can find it again.
Oh, I lost another one.
Crypt caves. There's all kinds of new lights out on the market that you can put in your house now, and I did not know about them until finding that subreddit.
What kind of lights?
Like just weird light. You know how like, like the lightning ball and things like that? It's way more advanced now.
Oh, I bet it is, yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I guess in the internet age, those like novelty stores don't really have a place anymore.
Yeah.
Do we still have those in malls?
I haven't been to a mall in so long.
I know. I mean, the other day I was like, maybe I should just go to a mall and just see what the world is like now.
I went to one 2 or 3 years ago. I went with my sisters-in-law around Christmas time.
Well,
And
obviously,
it was just sad. Like, I was just like, God, there's so many people here, and like, there's so much useless crap for sale.
yeah, and plus, there's still, I guess, a non-zero risk. Although, I was so like, the dystopia was so strong that I almost had a physical reaction to it when I saw that they named the new COVID Delta Plus. We're using the plus marketing now in our diseases.
It's like a new version of Disney. It's been released from the vault.
What is it like? HBO did something right, and everybody put a plus in their name. Discovery Plus, NBC Plus.
Thanks, Nubbin. Nubbin Plus.
What did Nubbin do? I
He
missed it.
subscribed.
Wow.
At tier 2.
Are there malls in KY? Yeah, there's quite a few. Only in like kind of more urban centers, but yeah, there are malls. Has your Kentucky accent ever been an issue? Not in a major way, but I get a lot of comments on it. So sometimes you learn to switch out of it. Depending on who you speak to.
What stage is this?
3.
Oh, I missed it.
That's a lean snake. I haven't decided if I like the orbs I got caught with just one white segment one time, and I was like, oh, I could just finish the stage with the orb, and it really didn't help much. I don't think I like the orbs. Although in that instance, they did seem to work well.
Yeah, learning to pilot with the orbs is tricky. Warrior projectiles chain. Ooh. Oh, projectiles that chain. First and last positions have 10, 20, 30% damage.
That's always a good one.
Yeah. Nearby enemies take 18.2 damage per second. I'll take it.
Is the sword in the rear tactical?
I'll put the outlaw in the back.
Ooh, hush.
How often does that work?
Sometimes it does. She just got quiet. I don't know why she's whining. She's just wandering around whining at nothing.
Yeah, that's... My cats never stop whining. I don't know if they've ever been in, like, real distress. But I imagine they'll just make a different noise.
Someone asked about what drive-in movie I last saw. It's been a while. There's one not far from my town, but you used to be able to get these suckers. I posted a link. They were shaped like alien heads, and then the handle was a glow stick. I loved those. That was like the highlight of the trip to go to the drive-in movie.
That doesn't seem safe at all.
Well, no, like the glow stick is not. It's like separated from the.
Yeah, but if you're biting,
Why would you be biting into a hard candy like that?
I bet a lot of people do that. I've met people who take those just little dum-dums, you know, like you get at the bank,
Yeah.
and they just stick it back between their back teeth and just crunch it all
Oh,
at
that's
once.
so bad for your teeth.
Yeah, well,
Those suckers are great though. Like the taste is not great, but the experience was a 10 out of 10.
what's the one that has sort of like a little bit of a buttery? Is it like butterscotch? I like that one.
Are you talking about Dum Dums?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought butterscotch was one of the worst flavors. The blue raspberry was the best flavor. You always hoped that that's what the teller gave you.
Oh,
Right,
we
little
just
things.
always had a big giant jug that you reached into.
Some people chew on ice. That's one.
Oh yeah. There's one that's buttered popcorn. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. I thought it was sweet
Oh.
though.
You like that?
The one I thought the one I had was like sweet, but kind of like a buttery flavor. I thought it was butterscotch.
I think they had a butterscotch. There was also popcorn, and that was universally among me and my friends. That was the worst one. No one
know
wanted
if-
buttered popcorn.
Did that one come later? Maybe that wasn't around my time.
Plus 4, 8, 12 defense every 5 seconds, or position 4 has 30% damage.
You've only got one warrior, and you're going to trade him. You're going to go warrior build?
I mean, depends on the Berserker. It's like level 4. I had a build with him once, and it was insane.
The Highlander is just a monster if you can get him upgraded.
All right, I'm going to do that then, because I would love to upgrade the Highlander.
But you're probably going to need a better store to even think about that.
Did the banks there not have rolls of sour tarts? No. That was
No,
too
it
expensive.
was all dum-dums. That, at least in this state, dum-dums are universal. And so, like, we had a client that worked for banks, and he supplied that kind of shit. He was like their supplier. And we set it up. We trained his secretary to upload images of all of his, like, because he did all kinds of bank supplies. And one day he called me up and he was like, this website is just dog piss slow. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but he was that kind of guy, you know, he like really bust your balls. And the answer was she had, like, if she had a pin or a dum-dum even or whatever, she would just place it on the scanner, max DPI. And then she would upload that to the product page.
17 megabyte PNG.
And that's why I put limits on what they can upload.
Well, listen, this was before the days when we had that kind of convenience in our CMSs.
Yeah.
This is the Wild West.
Of course, then sometimes you'll get the email that's like, it's not letting me upload a picture. I'm like, how big is your picture? I don't know.
I can't be bothered to learn how to use things.
Yeah.
Old X Tanker, thank you for subscribing. Ice cream
Read the
Snickers
guidebook I
versus
wrote.
ice cream Twix. I'm trying to remember if I've had ice cream Twix. Which part do they replace?
I've had ice cream Snickers. Those are really good.
Is it cookie with ice cream and then chocolate? Twix are shit? What? Wow.
I'm not sure which I would pick. I don't really, like, both are fine. But I don't go out of my way to eat either Snickers or Twix.
Oh, you know what I had today? And I recommend. Apparently this is an Aldi exclusive here in the States. Normally from the land that brought us National Socialism. Knoppers. Get yourself some Knoppers.
What do they taste like?
They are, you know, the wafers, like the flat, crispy wafers with chocolate and strawberry in between them. Those wafers. So it's one of those, and then a layer. It's a chocolate wafer, and then a layer of cream, and then a layer of chocolate with peanuts in it.
Peanut, not hazelnut?
Maybe it's hazelnut. I don't know. Some kind of nut.
Chocolate in general is bad. That's a bad take, Murder Dog.
I've also seen this like picking up gold. I've never ever seen gold just drop.
I have seen gold, but not since the last update. It's these tiny, tiny little things. And once I started seeing them, it was kind of like, remember those paintings where like, once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it? The shift paintings?
Oh, yeah.
I had that experience with the gold coins in this game, but now I can't see them again.
They broke them. Need mercenaries to get gold drops.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize that.
I got one.
Although that is their synergy.
Right there. You got one mercenary.
Oh, he's also a cursor. So that'll build toward... Did you take that artifact that was the curse artifact?
I think that was a death ago.
Oh, yeah, that happens to me constantly in this game.
Guess I'll just save my gold for now.
You should never save above 25. That's the cap. I mean, unless you're just going for big savings for some reason.
I'm using my warrior to take out the white ones immediately. That seems to be a good strategy.
Yeah, you can just smash him with the warrior's head. I mean, you know, he's got a thick warrior skull.
Hulk smash! Ah!
Put 2 healers in that party, and then you really got a battering ram. Although, you just took it way too far there.
Oh, he didn't make it.
Who's our healer in this setup? I don't see a green guy.
We haven't gotten one yet.
Oh.
I don't think he's even seen one.
Oh no. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh. Who is this?
I didn't make it.
Oh, you get the fan of knives. Oh, alright. I'm behind.
Dragoran! Thank you. It's gonna be for real this time. Ooh, a Spellblade! A class 3 immediately?
Did you see the highly conspiracy rumor that one of McAfee's sons lived in those Florida apartments that fell down? I did not see that, no.
Aren't they looking into the other tower to make sure it's not going to fall next?
That seems like an obvious choice. I haven't read that, but like, why wouldn't you do that?
I think that they were getting ready to be repaired when one of them fell.
That guy's gonna get sued into oblivion.
Yeah.
But the McAfee thing is pretty fucking insane. I mean, we already had, what was it, Seth Rich. How you get the Gary Webb, the crack guy. But they've really picked up the obvious you know, like convenient suicides these recent years.
3 or 4 buildings within spitting distance of the same design. Yeah, that's what I read. Florida seems like a wild place to live in terms of like you would think they'd have really good building codes because you got all the hurricanes and then like the sinkholes and the
Yeah, but
coast.
what about everything else you know about Florida?
Everything else I know about Florida?
Everything else you know about Florida points to them not having any kind of building code.
Ah, yeah. In a sane world, you would think Florida would be stricter, but
I gotta say, I don't notice it when I'm playing, but the Spellblade is a huge, huge advantage here.
what
Those
does he
knives
do?
are, you see those blue spinny
Oh yeah,
things?
yeah.
And those things are getting it done. Look at that. If you're focused on driving the snake, you're not even noticing that because you're like narrow focused there, but they're killing shit over on the other side of the screen.
Undiscovered sinkholes are the worst. That's a thing here in Kentucky as well.
2 or
I
more
don't think it's as bad as
enchanters.
Florida, but
Summoners repeat their attacks once. When enemies hit walls, they get damaged based on the net. Oh, I don't know. I'm tending toward summons repeat their attack because I like summons, but I don't know. I don't have any yet. I don't have any enchanters either.
The impact is like, I know the Juggernaut is good for that. There's also one range build that does knockback.
I'll do heavy impact in case we go that way. Oh, the Saboteur. I love the Saboteur.
There's your summon.
Oops. Guess I'll... Oh, I meant to put my warrior up front. Damn it.
oh,
That mage is calling his agent. He's like, "What the fuck, Bob?"
That was surprisingly effective. Oh,
that was quick. You know, I'm kind of into the cereal color for the snake.
Hmm.
I would
Let me
eat this
think
cereal.
about this. It's not a bad cereal. You know, I agree with you, and I don't know why.
I'm gonna take Rue out. She's just staring at the wall whining. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why are you like this? Now she stopped.
Did you see the leaked CIA info concerning our sun going nova in 26 years? No, I didn't see that.
I did see there was a UN report that was leaked about shit's getting real very soon with climate change.
okay. Who am I getting rid of so I can have the Carver?
What you got? You got a lot of tier 1, right?
Arcanist, maybe?
I do find the Arcanist is not good late game. Also, he's a sorcerer, so you got no synergy from him. Warrior up front.
Oops.
Oh shit.
Oh!
You know what, Gigabuster, you might be right. We might be thinking it's like trick cereal.
No, I totally was. So Trick Cereal in the very beginning was dots. Then they went fruit. Then they went dot. Now you're saying they're back to fruit?
The chaotic universe we live in.
My mind immediately went to tricks. But there's a lot of generic cereal that's just little pebbles too. I bet that's an easy thing. They've got the dyes for that already.
Yeah, I got rid of it finally. Only one death. Dividends. Mercenaries. No. Position 5 shoots 3 projectiles. Sleeping. DOT. What's DOT damage?
Damage over time.
Do I have anybody that does that?
Cursors usually have something like that, or the circles, or like the circles that are with you, or the witches or whatever. Plague doctors.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Ooh, another cleric. Oh, an infestor. Oh, I want that.
Ooh. What does he do?
He makes a
So
ton of
he's a
little critters.
cursor.
Ah.
He curses, and then if they die, they become critters. He's pretty amazing. Yeah. If you're gonna do that, you took the summon and artifact, right?
Yeah. Magician, tier 1. They get rid of them. But you get the large area of effect, though.
Wait, what were you saying?
Huh?
I was reading the chat.
Oh, no, I was just trying to figure out which things. It's fine. Let's see how this build does.
Oh, you got your infestor in the back? You should put him right behind the warrior because he needs to be able to... Well, I guess if you're trailing them, it works.
Yeah, I try to whip them with the tail sometimes.
Ooh,
Like that.
those white ones. If it's white or orange or yellow, just... You must kill it as quickly as possible. Wow. If it's white or orange or yellow, it's bad. This game really does play into the diversity narrative, doesn't it? Where did you get this shirt from, and is it real? How would it not be real?
Ooh, another cleric.
Is it an overlay?
I think it came from ThinkGeek. Pre-buyout. Alright, so I should re-roll here or upgrade the store? I'll upgrade the store probably.
Yeah, I'd say you should probably get... Because that wasn't too hard, right? I think you can do another one.
Yeah, if I could just steer a little better, that last one would have been even better.
They should have one of the artifacts be like racial propaganda. Train your pebbles to shoot at a certain color. It's like always shoot the white ones or the green ones. Focus the green ones.
There goes the
What
yellow.
was the last time you went to a Star Trek convention?
I've only been to one Star Trek convention ever, and it was Dragon Con. And that's not really a Star Trek convention, but there was a lot of people from Star Trek there. Yeah, that wasn't super crazy either. Ooh, I can take all of these. Might as well upgrade the store and then do a reroll. Ooh, another infestor. Oh, the cannoneer. That one's a really good one too. All right, who am I getting rid of?
Well, I don't think the cannoneer is a good replacement for the swordsman. What's the number 2 slot? Is that a wizard?
Spellblade.
Oh yeah, that was the very first one you got. I think.
Oh no, your spellblade's really good. What else you got that's tier 1?
Swordsman. It's the only one.
Cannoneer is probably squishy up front. Who else you got you can put up front?
The Saboteur. It's tier 2.
But here's the thing. Are you still planning on... Was that the one before you were thinking about doing warrior build? Because you wanted a Highlander.
Yeah, I didn't, Well, if we get, like, later game, you know, I could still go back to warrior for the knockback and stuff.
Yeah, I guess you should always replace the tier 1 if you can with something like that. That's a 4.
We'll see how it does up front. Slightly under 25 gold. It's fine.
Which actor would you like to meet at a Star Trek convention? I'm sure you'd love to meet Picard, right?
Yeah, I have never met him in person. I've met everybody else. John Delancey is like will go out of his way to be nice if there's nobody else around, because he's like I don't have anybody else to talk to. Let's chat. It's like, okay, thanks.
I bet he's definitely someone who gets a lot of, oh, you're that guy from that thing, because you know sometimes it can be hard to place him.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not going to end well.
You got to work on your corral game. You have to lead them into a little cluster and then go around them.
So many white. I died.
It's the #1 threat to our country.
Outlaw.
Rip.
I'll do outlaw and merchant.
Alright. Keep your fucking eyes peeled for gold coins, because apparently the merchant gives gold coins, right? Is that what we were told?
That's what we were
Oh,
told.
this is the MasterCard build. What's MasterCard's slogan? That should
I'm
be
trying
the
to think.
slogan.
I immediately...
Yeah.
I was thinking it's everywhere you want to be, but that's American Express. No, that's Visa, right?
I don't know. I'm a bad consumer. I don't know their slogans. The merchant does nothing for you here either. Like in terms of the fight.
I never saw a gold coin there. Amazon did a promotion where they expanded what you get 5% back on, and it's like groceries or gas, and I'm constantly standing there at the gas pump or the grocery store, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember. Why? Why do I have to live like this?
For everything else, there's MasterCard? What a horrible slogan. I forgot about that. That does sound right.
It makes it sound like you're using MasterCard to buy like black market kidneys and prostitutes.
Yeah.
Monkey's paws.
There's no gold
Does your
coins.
bank not accept this?
It also would show you if you picked up gold coins there on the thing.
Oh, they said a miner created gold coins as well. Go the hard capitalism build.
Oh, right there.
Get it. It's so hard, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the explosion. That was not impressive. I don't think the miner did a lot for you there. Unless he made that appear. And then the big question is, for how long is it worth having a few extra gold at the price of one whole damage output?
Oh, I gotta take blessing, right? 10, 20, 30% healing effectiveness.
I do feel like I've never had a chance without 2 healers, and blessing is a real boost to that. Also the one that makes you go faster after you get healed.
Hey, and it did give me the +3 there. I got 3 extra gold. And I got 2 more merchants I can add. Alright, whatever. And a swordsman. Why not?
Yeah, just do a Count of Monte Cristo build. Put your warrior up front.
Too late. This is like the similar version of our all blue build. This is all warm color.
Yeah, I don't want this breakfast cereal though, do you?
No. It's like
The red. I don't like the red.
I like
Yeah.
the unit that hurls the medicine balls or whatever.
That's the saboteur, right?
Yeah.
Those are living things. Those are not balls. They're little kamikazes.
Well, they're effective.
Yeah, well, if you look at your naval history, that was true.
When you pick up the gold coins, it also throws projectiles.
That's because you have the miner.
That's nice. Alright.
Had a major panic attack that work was calling stupid Teams alerts. Do you have your Teams up, Wendell? They might have heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got a purple in there.
Oh, this is nice. Look at that. Go, my
also
medicine balls.
There's a white one of the psychers. Remember we used to, there was the description was like, pulls enemies together, and we're always like, I don't even know what that's about. It's the same as that purple one, kinda, but the cooldown is really low. I would suggest taking him if you can find him. Oh, gold. Wow, that gold shot did like 1/16 of his health. Those are not very good. Bob Dole? I don't understand the reference to Bob Dole. Was Bob Dole descended from the Dole fruit fortune?
I don't know.
No idea. I'm trying to think if I want to get rid of anybody for...
For a cleric, yeah.
But it's just the swordsman. Get rid of the swordsman for a cleric? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. What else you got? Are you going for the rogue's the odd man out? Is he just like too much of your damage?
Yeah. 5 knives, 14.3 damage.
Hate the fan. All the kids are saying it? They're saying Bob Dole? Yeah, I guess I'm out of touch.
I think all the kids are saying sheesh and straight bussin'.
What's straight bussin'?
Something that is bussin' is good. Like these fries are straight bussin'.
It's not moving a large amount of people economically.
No.
Oof. Oh, you're in trouble.
These purple things are not quite as effective as I remember.
Except for the witch.
Damn it.
The big one is the other one. Oh.
Damn it.
Dream.
You got my warrior.
Oh. It always comes down to just the healer. Although it looks like this time it's going to be the purple. The witch.
The witch
it's
and the
witch
cleric.
and cleric.
They're in love.
They're back to back.
He's crying. She's like, shut up.
Damn it. I'm done.
Oh.
They died together just like Romeo and Juliet.
Well, she died, a little bit earlier, and he did run like a bitch. Hard to live that down, although I guess dying seconds later helps. Do you guys remember, it was back when it wasn't commonplace for us to have mass movie theater shootings. It was one of those really early ones. And there was a guy in it. He was there with his girlfriend and their 2 children. And you know how the movie theater, like, sometimes the exit comes in and there's a wall built up as the seating goes up? And you turn around. So he was in that kind of situation. The guy started shooting, and it was exactly like the fucking comedy movies where he was just like pushing the heads of his children down to jump over them. He dove over the little wall, the little retaining wall there. Full speed sprint into the parking lot, got into the truck by himself, and escaped. Meanwhile, his girlfriend took a bullet, and a random teenager who actually defended them from the gunman took a bullet, and both of the children were left there.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
And he did media. He went and did interviews after that. And proposed to her on the air.
I feel like that would change something about my relationships and how I proceed.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh,
That
this is
was
a good combo. I like these colors.
That was always the joke, it's like, because women bring stuff up that happened in the past. That's always the ace card. No statute of limitation on running away from a gunman.
Well, and leaving your children there.
Yeah. So in one of the interviews, I don't remember the exact, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said one of the reasons that he ran, he just admitted this guy must have been a phenomenal moron. He admitted that the baby, and these are the kind of assholes who brought a baby to a movie, but the baby was screaming because obviously, loud noises, and he was like, he's gonna hear the baby and he's gonna come over here. I've got to get out of here.
That is
just over the top insane.
If the dad had a girlfriend, that means there's another baby mama out there somewhere. I assume.
No. The people, they just weren't married. I think both kids was theirs.
Oh, okay. Wow. She probably feels like, man, I should be reassessing. Did she accept the proposal? Oh.
I don't know if they ever went through with it, but she accepted. But also, I think, it was literally like on the air somewhere. She was really...
Yeah, kind of put in a weird spot.
Yeah.
That is... There's part of me that can, like, maybe understand leaving, like, a friend or something behind, or your girlfriend or whatever, but, like, your children? That is savage.
Yeah.
It's better reject his ass on national news. That's what should have happened.
Or, like, as she's being interviewed, be like, oh, yeah, I'm not with him anymore.
Yeah, that's going to be a no.
On account of the cowardice.
And that's something, too. Like, the kids are going to find out about that one day.
Yeah.
And it's like, what parent... if they ever divorce or something, it's like, what parent do you want to live with? And it's like, well, do I live with the one who took a bullet for me? Or...
I have a feeling that would never be the case because I don't think that his home would be offered for the children.
Yeah.
I was doing really good and then something happened and one of my dudes died.
You still have a solid breakfast cereal color scheme here, though.
You're good here. Yeah, you got no problems with this one.
Get off of the home while it was on fire. Wow, I can't stop thinking about that story now. What a horrible day to have ears.
Let me see if I can find his name. I know that it was a big news story. Guy who ran away from criminal during theater shooting.
I did reasonably well. Critters have +1, 2, 3 HP. Oh, that could be cool if I had a bunch of critters. Mercenaries deal X plus X damage. I don't... Warriors attack speed based on missing HP. That'll be good if I switch builds. I'm gonna lose most of these people. Gotta remember, we're gonna go... something.
Here we go. Jamie Roar. Oh no. Yeah. Jamie Roars is this guy's name. I'm quoting him now. I'm trying to keep him low and he's crying, Roars said. People are running all over. I'm tripping and falling. I don't know if I laid him down or sat him down. I'm wondering maybe there are more of them. I'm thinking he's crying and they're going to come and get me. I look up to see if I can run. I'm ducking, dodging, turning left, turning right. Every time you hear a gunshot, it's like, oh, I'm dead. I'm just disoriented after I put him down, Roy said. I'm just waiting for me to hit the ground and fall down dead. You could see the gunfire and people are dropping. He said he wondered where Ethan was, but realized he could not go back to get him. Why? Roy's finally jumped over.
Then he would be able to save his own skin.
Roy's finally jumped over the balcony and ended up outside. It just felt like the worst thing ever because my son's still in there, he told APC News, and there was nothing stopping you from going back.
Didn't you say he drove away in his car too? Like,
yeah, jumped in the truck. My girlfriend is still in there. I'm out here. Who leaves their child there? Exactly.
Said, I mean, both are cowardly, but I can kind of understand maybe leaving another adult in that situation, but leaving the child is what gets me. Like, that kid is dependent on you. Neither's really, like, forgivable, but the kid especially not.
But him, like, sort of in the third person judging himself there.
Yeah.
One of my things.
Ooh, you got your heavy damage up front here. Although I guess you really don't have anybody better. That's a squishy group. Another strong breakfast cereal though. I don't know about the greens. I don't like the greens for the cereal, do you?
No, that's something about that ain't right. I like the color scheme though, because it's analogous.
Oh, I gotta have the Beastmaster.
I can't believe there's no comments on this article.
The Archer's gotta go, right?
You definitely don't want the Archer in the late game, but you probably should replace him with some kind of damage.
Get the Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's great for up front.
Who can I get rid of? Probably the Illusionist, right? I mean, it's tier 3 for tier 3. The Cleric, maybe? Could I do
honestly, I
heals?
love the Illusionist. Those copying, if you get him leveled up, he's really powerful.
Okay. I'll do that then. I'll put the Rogue in the back.
Who'd you give up?
The Healer.
A healer?
Oh, there's a Bane. Nah. No, we're fine. Yeah, that Healer was kind of weak sauce. I need a Priest at least. The Cleric's not very good.
Level 3 Cleric is fantastic.
What about a level 3 Priest?
I don't know if I've gotten a Priest to level 3 because they're tier 4. They're tough to get up there. I love that your attacks interrupt the whites getting ready to shoot. That's such a small detail, but it's so important.
There goes my warrior.
Didn't American News Media ban comments? They did start doing that, I'd say probably like 5 years ago. And it drove me crazy, but some sites still have comments. I think a lot of people just don't comment on news sites anymore like they used to. It's all on
Well, they're all,
Facebook
yeah, they're on social
Twitter.
media, Twitter, whatever.
Well, that build did not work out.
No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. That's a first-time chat from viewer Chucksor. I kind of like that Twitch like highlights that now, but I bet it makes people feel awkward when they get called out.
You really got to, prep your first post. Or
Yeah.
craft it. Got to get it
Because
ready.
you know there's going to be a little sparkle next to it.
Yeah. A baby that's just going to get you killed. How about getting shot as the proper punishment for taking a baby to the Dark Knight Rises?
That is weird. That was the other detail I noticed. I was like, was it a kids movie?
No.
Well, what kids movie opens at a midnight? But it was Dark Knight.
Yeah, it was a big movie opening. That's the reason he picked that one.
Strange. Someone earlier asked if I had been to the movies lately, and no, I have not.
I can't even remember what the last one I went to was.
Yeah, that's not even a pandemic thing. That's just there's no good movies.
Yeah. What's the point?
I'd rather watch it at home. We can crank the sound now.
You
So we
watch
don't have
Ford?
neighbors right next to us.
You watch Ford versus Ferrari yet? For that
Lollyfin has
reason?
gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Lollyfin.
A lot of stupid people really like that movie too. I think The Dark Knight Rises is a good movie. But, yeah, not enough to take an infant to it at midnight.
That was the second one, right?
Yeah. And the strongest, in my opinion.
Wait, was that the Joker one?
Yes.
Oh, that was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Third one, not so great. First one was okay. The second one, that one was really good.
I don't think I don't understand how Bane having a speech impediment got out of the focus groups. That it makes no sense to me. What the fuck was that accent?
Yeah. It was kind of like British, but not really.
It sounded like Sean Connery if he had a stroke.
Oh, Rises is the third. Whoops, sorry, I got that mixed up. People who dress up like the Joker for Halloween never take that costume off. It is kind of the bummer with all media, even if it's really well done like that movie was, the fans will eventually ruin it for you. Or the like commoditization of it will ruin it for you.
Scott's palsy? You mean like Scottish with Bell's palsy? Oh, chat, I came up with a character. It's controversial. I don't think I could have it catch on, but you know, it's just a character idea I'm working on. It's a guy who posts a lot of cosplay pictures. Like he's really good at cosplay. That's how he makes his living. But in his free time, he drugs and rapes women. Can you guess what his name is?
Wait, what was the first part?
He likes cosplay. He's good at it.
No.
It's Bill Cosplay.
Oh.
Get it?
Oh.
I think that character already exists. Yeah, it's probably not even a character. Speech impediment coming from a Kentucky born is a layered insult.
That's an accent, not a speech impediment. Although, have you watched the Appalachian soft white underbellies?
Yeah, they're all kind of sad.
Some of those guys have some serious, like, fucked up speech shit that's not accent. It's like, you know, normal.
Everybody survived.
I like the Appalachian accent. I wonder sometimes if it will survive. The way that, you know, the internet's coming and stuff, and like everyone's accents are probably becoming more similar.
Think Cosby ever gave a real chick pudding pop? Do we know what his method of supplying the drugs was? I think he had them in his house usually, right? So it could have been just whatever.
I had no idea.
Damn it.
Appalachians are the strongest Americans? Strongest at what?
Well, just general resilience. Told you to see me laugh. Appalachians will get
Damn it.
internet. I've got internet.
Oh, wow. That was
Ooh.
aggressive.
Yeah,
Oh, get that heal orb. Oh.
I died.
Oh, I was like a few seconds behind. The conclusion had already been reached.
What was, you know what that made me think of for some reason? Was it a Seinfeld episode where they had the caterpillar fucking the French fry? It's from some TV show.
No memory of that. Stream lagging every few seconds for anyone else. It looks okay to me.
Which character is this? You're just, well, you can't be tanking like that.
It's fine.
Oh, it's
This
a
is
cursor. The void cursor. Oh, yeah, wow. Wow. 1 pixel.
This is the gameplay of a desperate man.
Indeed it is.
You think anybody ever goes to wizard school in this world? And they're like, well, I don't want to do square spell. I want to do like a hexagon spell. I'm like, you're fucking heretic.
It's never been done.
That's one of the
We
things.
only cast squares. That's who we are.
That's one of the things in the D&D rules is like the D&D universe is such that like if you're flying 20 feet in the air and the people on the ground are 20 feet in front of the enemies, it's not the hypotenuse. The person in the air is also 20 feet from the enemies. That's how the geometry works, so they wouldn't have to figure out like how far away you are by Pythagorean theorem.
Well, that could suck some of the joy out of the session, I would think, if you know you're pulling out the hex paper, graph paper. That's the word I couldn't pull out of my head there.
I'm pretty sure I'll see pyromancers again in the future, but not, you know, merchant, and it is merchant 1, but it might drop more gold.
I love the void synergy, but the pyromancer is just so weak. I can't figure out where to put him to save him.
He always dies.
This is probably the last level for this one anyway, since it barely survived the other one.
Have you all ever been to Egypt? I've not, no.
Nope.
No.
It's probably not a super safe place to be right now, right?
There are actually issues with water in Egypt. Ethiopia is considering building a dam, and if they build the dam, that will really ruin the Nile for all the people who live along it. So they're hoping that doesn't happen, but there are no bets yet.
Do you think that anybody has already or will write an article about that topic and they will title it Nile Denial?
I've seen articles about it, but I don't know. The editor would have to be very bold.
Oh.
I have a friend who lives in that area, and she's slightly concerned about the dam. That would clearly lead to war, yeah. First water war.
I think this is it.
You got a whole other wave.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
That red blob will never know what he did for the cause. Is Egypt... Do we still have a puppet in Egypt from Hillary's takeover?
No idea.
So we probably would back them. What do you think of the Vatican AI that's going over the library? I don't know about it. I would think that our current pope is pretty liberal, right? You think we'll get a backlash pope? Remember Ratzinger, the Nazi pope? He was my favorite.
Because he just didn't like anything.
He was a monster. He looked like one.
He looked like Palpatine.
Yeah, he looked like a pope from a movie where the pope runs the Illuminati.
Oops, I forgot to move the swordsman. Oh well.
There's just constant phone calls. What kind of fucking insult is this? I'm in the back? Do you know who I am? Do you know the size of my square?
I wish the daggers weren't also green, because I keep thinking there's a health bar stuck in the... And it's like, oh, I need to go pick up that... Oh, it's just a dagger.
Yeah, it gets really weird when you get a lot of the extra stuff that's the same color as the enemies and looks exactly like the enemy. Especially like if you use the engineer where he puts out the turrets and they're orange. And it's like giving me a gun that's painted like a snake. Every time I just leave it laying somewhere, it's terrifying.
Summons explode when disappearing, dealing 100 to 150 200% damage. Or taunt.
Kind of interesting.
That's huge if you can pull some summons. If you get summon synergy with that, you get +1 critters. Or +2 critters. It's only 4 to get +2. I want the 420 friendly gay pro-choice pope. Isn't this pope more gay friendly than anyone in the history of popes?
Yeah.
That sounds right, yeah.
I mean, at least publicly. I'm sure there's been some popes who were very gay friendly behind the scenes. Catholicism is losing numbers, right? They all are, I think.
Yeah, especially in Canada now. Do you see what's happening in Canada? They burned down some churches.
I did see that. So I was reading that and I kept waiting for like who did it, but I don't think that they're sure it's sabotage, but it would be a hell of a coincidence, right? Didn't this already happen once?
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Do we know that someone in Canada would want to do that? Do they have...
Yeah, it's because all those dead kids. Like 700 and some.
The natives that were at those schools like 50 years ago.
Okay, so I saw a headline about a mass grave, but explain that to me.
The gist of it is that I have gathered just from reading online, but I haven't done enough research into, is many years ago, Canada wanted to do like an assimilation program for natives, but it was basically just like cultural genocide, and they had the Catholic Church run it. And those schools were like horribly conducted, and they had like a super high incidence of tuberculosis and other diseases, and then like horrible things like that. And Canada has apologized, but I don't think that the current Pope has.
So when are we talking about here? What year is this?
I think the very last one I think was closed in 96, but they were mostly shut down in like the 70s and 80s.
96. I was thinking like 1800s.
No. It's like fairly recent, which is why there's like a lot of people
I could kind of understand that.
Yeah,
I could kind of understand that a little bit more now.
Like I said, this is just from what I have gathered from reading a couple random things, but there's probably more nuance there that I don't know. Though it does seem pretty atrocious no matter what. So,
do you think? Well, yeah. If it was 96, there's got to be people alive that knew, right? You think nobody was like, "Hey, maybe we should, rent a bulldozer or something."
Well, that's what people are upset about, I think. So, like, Canada is paying money to a lot of the people who survived these, but they're like, well, how come you're not punishing any of the officials who were involved? And that's a valid question. We don't know.
I have to take reinforce because I got that one round, and I added an enchanter just for giggles, and oh my gosh, it made a huge difference. I don't have any
enchanter?
I don't have an enchanter right now, but I'm gonna get one.
Is the chronomancer an enchanter?
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, the fairy. Oh, perfect. Who am I getting rid of? Oh, the cleric, because the cleric is stupid.
Oh, dude, cleric fairy is so OP if you get that cleric to 3.
Priest and fairy, maybe, yeah. It just takes so much to get the cleric up. Get the archers free since I have one.
Now the chat's gonna argue about that. Like I said, I don't know all the details, but it sounds pretty awful.
Who are Canada's indigenous people? Are we talking about Inuit type deal here?
Yeah, some of it.
I think some of them, yeah. We share some of our native peoples, I think, as well, but I'm not sure what regions all this was in. Probably all over the country.
Who's we?
Americans.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Some of our, the borders weren't there.
My God, this build is insane.
Yeah, you're just tanking damage here.
a lot of those like Alaskan shows that they have on Discovery. A lot of those guys are married to women like that, and they have that black tattoos on their chins. I find that very distracting.
I think the Maori do that too.
There's your cleric.
I could get him back, but who do I get rid of?
Nah, you've already burned two. I would take one now. Now I wonder, do you think Canada has the local law enforcement for natives like we do?
I believe so. Like they have their own, like I think, what is it here? I think it's Department of Indian Affairs or something.
I have no idea. I just know that they have their own jurisdiction and shit.
Yeah. Which is probably part of the reason it's a little weird.
So is that who's going to be investigating these crimes? Because I think they might not be looking that hard.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
This build is bananas. 2 more clerics? Oh my god. Ugh. Why?
Look at that. That's a level 3 cleric right there. Actually, no, it's not.
RCMP control, is that Royal Crown?
Mounted police.
Oh, mounted police, that makes sense. Mounties, we just call them Mounties down here.
Gotta say, I like the medicine ballers.
That Spellblade really... I'm amazed at how good the Spellblade is in every round here. What's his level 3?
I call this comp Slambulance. You just hit him really hard and then
You
feel your way out of it.
If you can get Ouroboros left, you should get that, because that will really make that a lot more effective.
Orb movement speed, battling bust. Critters die immediately on contact, but also deal. Oh, I got that once too. If I can get some summoners.
Your Saboteur's a critter, right?
Yeah.
Or are they... I don't know if they count as critters, because they're like the big circle.
I don't know. Or orbitism. Look at that one. Oh, Highlander! Oh, I need it! Oh! What are we getting rid of? Archer, obviously, right?
Who's that number 1 up top?
A tier 3 Juggernaut. And a host. This is pretty cool. The miner is not doing a thing for me.
No, he just makes gold appear, right?
But he hasn't so far.
But you have 40 gold. I mean, you're doing pretty good with gold. You got a level 3 store. What level are you on? Actually, you're in a good place here.
Reroll.
Oh yeah, I'd either reroll or store down to 25 for sure. Is that synergy?
The Infestor has a little bit of synergy because of the other Swarmer, but...
That's +1 critters. Don't you have critter buffs?
Oh, I gotta have 1 or more enchanters. And 20% chance for summons to taunt nearby enemies on attack, so yeah. So I gotta... Who's my enchanter?
Oh, I thought you had the explodey one.
The fairy's my enchanter.
Moist Rural Jur says upgrade your items.
Moist rural juror.
It's a good username.
I mean, you don't even control when you get to be a juror, so how is that your identity?
You just had a really good experience that one time. Does anyone enjoy jury duty?
I'm sure some people do, yeah.
I remember Wendell got it a couple years ago, and that was not fun.
could win the lottery like the OJ jurors. That's a built-in book deal. They all wrote books, didn't they?
Are you allowed to talk about that? I guess once the verdict is handed out.
Yeah, once it's over. Have any of you tried Hades by Supergiant Games? My gaming profile, the Steam AI, is just screaming at me. It's like, you fucking idiot. We know you'll like this game. Just play it, asshole. But I have resisted so far.
Was it on the sale?
Probably, yeah. I think it's I don't like that isometric action click to attack things playstyle. Can you play it with a controller?
A couple of my friends picked up a Deep Rock Galactic. And we played that a little bit last night.
Oh! Nubbin, a chill just went down Nubbin's spine.
Yeah, he's probably like, crap, you're playing it. I couldn't remember like anything about how we played it before. Our first run was pretty bad.
I don't like the endless wave stuff. I mean, you're gonna give me a wave counter, that's one thing. I'll take. Although in this game, the bosses summon unlimited waves. I think that's unfair.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yay, nobody died. Stormweaver. Infuses projectiles with chain lightning. Oh, I gotta have that. Who's gotta go?
What's the enchanter synergy?
Plus 15, plus 25% damage. Is that, am I looking at the right thing?
Damage to all allies. Okay. So that's definitely good for a summon build.
But who do I get rid of?
You know, Deep Rock has had several updates. Well, it was the early access game. I would hope so, right?
Yeah, say it felt a little bit different. But also, like I said, it's been so long since we had played it. At one point, I was trying to shoot something and I was just shooting the platform gun.
What do you think about Marble Madness? Probably the closest I've come to breaking a controller. Not because I was angry and like throwing it, but because I was pushing so hard on that D-pad trying to get my marble to not fall off the edge.
Galinda gifted a tier 1 sub to RT Chaser. Thanks, Galinda!
You played Cookie Clicker. No.
I would say idle games, but this is almost an idle game. But I think the snake part gives it enough interaction.
Damn it.
Although I liked Loop Hero too.
Damn it.
We lost some members of the party.
Getting dicey. Oh, he's half health.
Yeah.
You doomed.
I'm doomed.
Who you got? 2 mages here and a summoner. I don't know. You could pull this out now. See, you could beat him if he didn't keep summoning, but he's going to keep summoning.
Mac Drew just arrived. Hello.
Thank you, Mac Drew.
Galinda just gifted a sub.
This
Thanks.
is it. We're done.
No, you can still pull it out. It's fine.
Level 1. Woo.
Oh, look at all the subs from Galinda.
Oh, Galinda. Everybody thank
Hey.
Galinda.
They've gifted a total of 806 subs to this
Good
channel.
Lord. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
I wonder at what threshold that the Twitch admins are like, this is clearly money laundering, right?
This is a bot, right? Someone's account has been hijacked.
What do you think about the video game 720? I don't know the video game 720. What are your thoughts on the GPU situation? I don't know. It seems like everything's getting a little bit better. I think lumber is also somewhat coming, but the hyperinflation specter is definitely still there. Escape from Tarkov has a bunch of weird / fun stuff going on since Thursday, Friday. Man, I really enjoyed that game for a very brief amount of time.
Felt like I was just bad.
Oh yeah.
And maybe I could have gotten better, but
Nope. It was fun, and then it wasn't.
well, it's the loot mechanics that make it so difficult. Cause like, once you run out of crap, there's nothing you can do. You're just running in there either with nothing or with a pistol.
But I understand why they did that. They did that to try to prevent people from spamming and being awful. But at the same time, I don't know. You can't satisfy both people who are shit at games and people who are good at games.
It seems somewhat counterintuitive to me to scare away potential new players. Because you're not going to be good right off the bat, and it's easy to lose all your stuff with a couple bad runs. I still really like PUBG, but it sucks what it's become.
Gotta go for a healing build.
Wait a minute. Isn't Divine Barrage mage based?
No, it's healing orb. When you pick up a healing orb, it's healing orb based.
Oh, you go. Is that the one that makes you faster?
I don't know about that.
Or is it the barrage? That one I don't like because it goes straight forward. It doesn't shoot at the enemies.
But it ricochets.
Zero hits. But if you could put a fairy and a priest in that party and get them upgraded, I bet that would be pretty big.
There's my cleric. Oh, and an elementor. Should I get rid of somebody?
Who's that number one? Is that an arcanist?
I get rid of the level 1 warrior. For now.
What do you think about the video game Blaster Master? Blaster Master was the one where you were in the car, right? And you can get out of it. I don't think I ever played that a whole lot. Snake is a good rainbow snake.
Yeah, I like it.
He qualifies for a lot of subsidies. Seems like part rhythm game. You have to time every shot. I suppose the super advanced players are aware of where all their cooldowns are. When I'm playing it, I'm not. I'm just desperately trying to stay out of the way. Kind of let the segments do their own thing. Linda gives another tier 1 sub.
Thanks, Belinda.
Got popped each time by Twitch streamers. Was Blay. Yeah, they still don't do matchmaking in that game, right? That's the part we didn't like about it.
Oh.
I like how no, you rammed him with your cleric.
Listen, he can defend himself, or he can't be part of this team.
He didn't. He did not. He immediately died. I like the Squire, but I just can't I can't put him in a final build. Archive has a steep learning curve. Yeah, I think it's the matchmaking that's the worst of it. I need to play with other people who are shitty. Well, here's the thing about it, and I understand why this is so difficult, because we learn about the, you know, like Overwatch and shit like that. If you put a checkbox on the account that was like, listen, I suck, just put me with other people that suck, a lot of people would turn it on who don't suck.
Yeah, just because I like to stomp people. I played Overwatch for the first time in like a week. I guess that was yesterday for a little bit. I don't know if I had any console players in my match or not.
I thought it notified you of that.
Well, I think it's turned on now. I mean, PC, you can't turn it off, but...
But you enjoy the scav? I was getting good at night scavving. But then you got the inventory stuff.
You have to enable crossplay manually. I think you do if you're a console player. I think it's on by default for PC, and I don't think you can turn it off. Where are we at with the orange soda saga? I'll send in a few cases if you like.
We got.
Oh, you know what I picked up? Ale 8 orange cream.
Ooh. That's immediately gonna kill me.
It's Winchester swamp water.
I wonder, you think the chat has access to that, or is that just around here?
It's almost certainly just around here. You can't get L8 out of state. I mean, I think there's like some places on the border where you can pick it up, but I don't think it's super common in other states. Maybe
Can't
at
get it on
Cracker Barrel.
Amazon?
I think you can get it at Cracker Barrel. Let me check. No, it's on brand. That makes sense. A-Late 1 now available in 42 states at Cracker Barrel stores.
Huh?
So that's like one of the only places I think you can get it if you're not in Kentucky. I don't know about the orange though. You haven't tried the orange L8?
No.
I don't. That doesn't sound good to me. But
What's orange cream?
they also make a purple soda. I think it's called like New Grape or something. They've made that for years though.
That is repulsive. Have you ever had it?
No, I don't like grape soda anyway though.
It's the worst nasty corn syrup grape with very little carbonation. So it's just all
syrup.
Hard sweetness. New Grape is terrible. I didn't know they made that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same company.
Glinda gift another tier 1 sub. Thank you, Glinda.
Oh, thanks, Glinda.
Where have you been, Glinda? Has Glinda been missing?
I just remember that. Maybe that's not them.
Probably why our sub count's so low. Krista, have you done any isometric art?
No, I have not.
I got the elite. Sacrificed one of my own guys, but I got the elite.
It's a fair trade.
Flying
Maybe
daggers.
Grape's not L8.
All projectiles thrown by rogues chain. When an ally dies, it explodes and plus 50% movement speed that decays over 4 seconds on healing or gotta do haste, right?
You don't have the healing infrastructure for it now, but if you could get it.
They don't even have the orange one listed on the L8 site though. Maybe they don't list all their varieties online.
That was at Kroger.
I'm pretty sure New Grape is L8 though.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Glinda. If you
What
need
happened to
any,
Glinda?
if you need any technology distractions, just let us know.
I missed it. What happened there?
His mom and dad both died because of the thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, so New Grape Originally was made in Georgia, but now it's bottled and made in Kentucky at Elite One.
So it's not their creation.
No, it's not theirs.
I can definitely recommend SNKRX to fill the void for at least a little while. I saw
That's
that
fun, but I don't know if it's fun enough to distract you from that.
there's a mobile version.
Wonder how they did the control scheme. Is it just like touch the sides?
120mm fan grill just subscribed with Prime. Thank you. Am I gonna review Eve Spectrum? Don't think so.
I just started a Factorio game. What was the Factorio news?
I didn't see anything.
I gotta say, having tanks in the front and the back is pretty nice.
But I like that you have first and second position tanks, because I always kill my second position guy with a faulty dodge.
I like these big area of effects too.
Is that the Vagrant you've got with the orb?
Psykeeper. It's a it's creating a healing orb, so it's like a.
But only when it takes damage.
Yeah.
You could put him at the head. He's squishy, but you'll get orbs out of it.
Let's put him on the tail because I'm always damaging my tail. Like I whip it around sometimes and blah blah blah. I like the assassin. It just doesn't. It's just so easy to kill.
Didn't the Factorio guy get canceled because he used data from a guy who was canceled and he wouldn't apologize? I don't understand how that scenario would play out. Data? Now the assassin is a voider and a damage over time. So if you've got
Highlander, oh my god.
a build that goes toward that.
I need the Highlander.
Warrior synergy is probably good for you because you do tend to get smacked around a lot.
I sold the tier 1 swordsman for the Highlander. Oh, and there's a barbarian.
As you can shove your cancel culture up your ass. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You cannot apologize to cancel culture because there's never enough. There's never enough.
I mean, if we're gonna
apologize
for like bad data, shouldn't we not be on the moon then, and like a whole bunch of other things? I mean,
it's ridiculous.
We got a lot of medical data from the Third Reich. They did a lot of really, really dark, horrible things, but the data was good.
I bet you some of that Japanese data where they were just, just like, oh, cut that guy's leg off with that anesthesia and see what happens. I bet that made its way over to the U.S.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Japanese. There was a lot of really, really horrible things that came out of Japan.
There was that, I can't remember the name of it. There was a really famous one, and I think it was a lumber mill or a paper mill or something like that, and they secretly turned it into a lab. And the doctor would be like, all right, more logs. We need more logs. And that meant go arrest street people. Oh, it's a big volley. Oh, you took it. You got some strong blobs right now, health-wise.
Wrong blobs. Healthy.
Orb movement speed.
Beautiful.
Or fracture. What should I have?
Are you going to hang on to the Psykeeper, you think?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably fracture, right?
You do have... Well, no, you don't have the Juggernaut anymore, right?
But I've got some pretty heavy warriors.
Japan is trying to lure people into rural areas by selling $500 homes. I saw that story.
There's a hunter.
Why are they trying to do that?
I think it's they have a lot of ghost towns.
That's China.
That's what the article said.
There's another pyromancer.
That's the problem they were trying to solve.
I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna get rid of the cleric.
Oh. You got the orb upgrade.
Yeah, but I got the no I didn't. I got the fracture.
Uh-oh.
I still got the other one that does, don't I? Or did I get rid of them too? Yeah, I got the
Oh, that's the
Keeper.
white one.
Yeah.
But it has to take damage.
Yeah.
Factorio is dope if you like Satisfactory. Yeah, Factorio is a great game. Problem with Factorio is the problem I have with a lot of games like that, where now the first 30 minutes to an hour is very boring.
Yeah, because it's all just grind to get the stuff you need.
And it's always the same.
Well, that was pretty nice.
Is that the Pyromancer?
Yeah.
The area on that is massive.
That's because I've also got the all nukers gain plus 1% area and damage every second. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a cool one. There's that poor cleric. He wants to heal. You got a ton of gold.
Corruptor. Shoots an arrow that deals 12 damage and 3 critters if it kills. Nah. This is kind of a... I need more healers in order to do that.
Yeah, you need a fairy.
Oh, this one's perfect. A blade. It's a nuker.
That's your warrior synergy, too.
Do I get rid of the Highlander? No, I gotta get rid of the Squire, but that's plus 20 damage.
But that you're not getting your synergy if you get rid of a warrior for that one.
It reminds me a lot of Overwatch. A lot of flashy colors, and I have no idea what's going on.
Really? I thought this would be easy to follow. It's
easy to follow. I don't understand
there's
every mechanic, but
there's a snake, and these little things are trying to kill it.
Oh, I brought
each one of the little colored balls on your snake is a party member that you're trying to upgrade so that they can tank more damage or do more damage or heal better. That kind of thing.
These rolls. Oh my god. I should have gone for the fairy.
You skipped a fairy?
I saw it when it was too late. I was looking for things that have a square. I was an idiot.
It's a bunch of fucking jelly beans.
So what's going on in this game is the little circles that are strung together that look like tricks. That's the snake. He's controlling the snake. Within the little... Each circle has a power. That's automatic. It's like auto chess.
This
Snake
is...
has to stay alive.
Upgrade each party member so they can do stuff to keep you from dying when the enemies spawn in.
I mean, no, this isn't terrible.
Look at that blade. The blade is really good.
It's another
The
Highlander.
Nokia game. Do you guys know the first appearance of Snake?
Was it not on the Nokia?
Wasn't it basic?
Oh, Krista. Most people would say Q Basic, but no. It was like 75, a game called Blockade.
Oh.
Oh,
This game's kind of like what's the one we played where you
lost
had all the different party members? Dungeon something?
Endless Dungeon? Or no, you're thinking of
Is it Darkest Dungeon?
Darkest Dungeon, yeah.
This is like Darkest Dungeon, but Snake.
Yeah, so the roguelike, like having these classes and having these builds and stuff like that, that's just what roguelikes are. But the idea to put it on Snake is the genius part.
I almost didn't make it.
But you did, and that's what matters.
So I got to do amplify, right? Area of effect damage is increased.
Oh, because you're warriors, right? Yeah, I think so. Nibbles versus gorillas? I would have to go with gorillas. You could spend a lot more time with gorillas. Nibbles was just like, you immediately understood that the tactic was to go along the edge and only come in when you had to.
Priest.
Oh, you've got a wizard too. You could replace the wizard.
See you, Wed.
See you, Ed.
Oh, you gotta get the priest.
I got him. Everything else is garbage here.
The Elementors. It's just so effective. When I had the priest and fairy and cleric with the speed boost thing, that was just so much fun to play that game.
Oh, there's a witch. I could get the witch.
It was like Pac-Man with cheat codes. L81 is at Walmart too. In what state? I know it's at
Is
Walmart
that-
here.
Yeah, is that a national thing? Did they pick them up?
I
All
guess
places.
like Faygo is also a regional soda, right? They carry that everywhere.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in Detroit. That's the reason Insane Clown Posse loves it.
What part of Indiana are you in? Are you like, you don't have to say like exactly, but like, are you north or south?
Southern Indiana. I mean, you know, you're
Yeah.
basically in Louisville.
Well, because I used to live around northern Indiana and you could not get it there. And my cousin came up for my graduation and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, we should stop by a gas station so I can get some L8. And I was like, that's not a thing here. And he was very distressed because that was like pretty much the only thing he drank at the time. He's like, what do you mean there's no L8? It's like, they don't sell it here.
What a weird thing to only drink.
That was like one of his favorite drinks. It's like the only soda he drank.
What is the base flavor of LA? Is it ginger?
It's like a ginger ale. Oh, a little bit of lag there.
A lot. You get it in Wisconsin? Okay, well.
Maybe they've moved. Maybe they've moved up in the world. How many states has Krista lived in? 3.
Oh, I could get a fairy too. Who am I getting
Should
rid
double
of?
up.
Who am I getting rid of?
Should double healing.
Should I get rid of the squire since I can do?
Go by tier. Who's the lowest tier? You still got that wizard?
Yeah.
What's he?
Tier 2.
He's damaged though. You're trading damage for no damage.
Nah, that's probably fine because I've still got these warriors.
Do you expect them to come out and play?
The warriors?
No.
What?
You weren't into that kind of movie?
What now?
Huh?
You never saw The Warriors?
I haven't. I don't think so.
I don't know that reference.
It's an old 70s movie. It was like gang war and a dystopian future, but there's this famous scene where this guy, I think it's a guy, has bottles,
My
beer
pyro.
bottles on each of his fingers, and he's like clanking them together, and it's like, Warriors, come out and play.
I have no memory of even seeing that, like, in a movie compilation.
That's a big movie.
Yeah, chat knew it. They were all like, oh, I can't believe you and Wendell don't know that, but...
Look at that melee damage. Also, are your warriors synchronized right now?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Their cycles are synchronized.
Bro, I've never been more in tune with another man. No homo. Wow, look at that one.
Yeah, it's all Brokeback Mountain up in here.
This is like a lemon lime soda competition.
That's down to just... It's the healers and their bodyguards at this point, back to back.
10, 20, 30% chance to create 1, 2, 3 secondary AoEs on an AoE hit, or 20, 40, 60% chance to release a ricocheting barrage on healing. Oh, I gotta do the Divine Barrage, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go for the healing master build.
Okay, look at this. Level 5 shop. I have a 50% chance of rolling a tier 4 item. 50, and there's no tier 4 item here. Good. This, frustrating. I should have done 10 in there, but it's fine.
You're on level 16 though. You're in a good spot. You got nothing but blue sky ahead of you. And you got some serious healing synergy. Do you have healing synergy? No, you probably need one more, right?
Yeah, I need more.
How many little frog egg healing orbs you got?
He's got a priest and a fairy.
Oh, someone dropped out.
Yeah, I lost my
Not a healer.
my blue.
You just lost someone else.
Oh, that was a healer. No, it wasn't. That was one of the warriors. Wave 5. It's a little concerning.
Your lemon limes are doing good.
He's got one cherry.
Yeah, it's just kind of, thrown in there. It's a little weird.
Ooh.
This is like a gobstopper comp.
Look at that.
They definitely have... This is a build where if you can get them all in one little packed place... You know what would help this build? That one that sucks them all together. The purple.
But where am I going to put them?
Oh, cherry 7-Up.
Miss Pac-Man versus Asteroids. I was terrible at both of those.
I was pretty okay at Pac-Man.
I liked Defender. That was an arcade game I really liked. Like the early arcade games. Mrs. Pac-Man was embarrassing for me because at the little local, like Italian eatery places, I was good at video games as a kid, but I was bad at Pac-Man. There were people there who were not good at video games, but just like smoked me at Pac-Man. I was confused by that.
I'm good at one game. Why am I not good at all game?
I mean, on the home consoles.
Man, if I could get the magnetic thing, this would be like unstoppable.
And blessing. You need magnetism and blessing.
Your blue guy's going out early at every fight.
Yeah.
Man, well, he's the wizard. They're squishy.
Is he worth replacing, you think?
Could be, yeah, because that's not a synergy thing either. And let's face it,
he's dying at the beginning of every match.
he doesn't fit in the camp at all.
No, he's always complaining about how dirty it is and how tired he is, and he's just not enjoying the road.
Alright, I'm gonna sell him. I'm gonna get the host for now, but I'm gonna re-roll. Buy another blade, alright. Let's move the host to the middle there. Oh, another host and another priest. Another pyro. I guess that's good. I accidentally overspent a little, but it's fine. I'll still get some interest.
Well, this is an elite stage, so you definitely want to take your best in here. Give him as much of that pyromancer as you can before he dies. Ooh. wasn't too bad. That front warrior really absorbed a lot there.
Damn it. Just grazing the purple is really hard on things.
You one good warrior hit on him. Try not to let the other guys absorb the warrior hits.
Damn it. Yeah.
Oh, we're down to lemon lime. Team Sprite. Oh, no. This team is called Mountain Lightning.
Oh. Wow. They did a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was just one guy. That was the
Oh, your
Spellblade.
healer's down.
Oh, he could totally pull this out if you heal him enough.
Ah! I didn't
Just
heal
get
him
the
enough.
cooldown.
It's fine.
No!
I totally could have pulled that out, but I was an idiot.
At level 18, though, that was good.
I like that build. That's the thing that's so, it's just like, I put a lot of work and thought into this and it's just gone.
Yeah. That's the tragedy of the roguelike, but also what keeps you pressing that next run button.
Well, now that I know I can get something to drink, because this is low stakes now. We don't have a dream team yet.
Right, chat, what is she gonna get to drink? I'd say probably like 30% milk, seltzer water, gonna be a big one. I'm gonna vote probably a tea.
Merchants should cause gold to drop, right?
I don't remember if it's merchants or miners. I don't understand the mechanic entirely, to be honest with you. Miners drop gold, says Jim Wikimedia. Merchants are interest.
CBDT. Now I got a blackberry seltzer water.
Oh, okay.
That
So
would
I
have
thought
been
it might be seltzer water.
that would have been impossible to guess.
You need 2 mercenaries to get gold? Is that the synergy?
I got two now.
Bryn W.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, subscribing.
Thank you.
Who's your other one?
It's the 1 gold and then, oh, does it not count if you stack them?
What do you mean?
Like I've got 2 merchants on top of each other.
No, that's not stacking.
Oh.
So the stuff to the left doesn't count. It just iterates. You get no benefit from the upgrade until the number on the right changes.
They create an area based on the knockback force.
Are you gonna go with the warrior build again, like what you did last time? Lemon lime?
Yeah, we'll do the offensive stance then.
Oh yeah, I like an offensive stance is no matter what your build is, you're going to benefit from that. Heavy green build here, definitely not a good breakfast cereal build.
No, but it's good lemon lime soda. It's crisp and refreshing.
I guess it's got a little bit of orange in it and coconut.
Yeah.
This is
coconut.
lime, orange, and coconut.
Mmm.
It's really refreshing, but you got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Have you guys taken a look at Ascident yet? I don't know what that is. Although the word ASCII in it makes me think that it could be something I would enjoy. Why don't you post me a link so I don't have to Google it? Clearly that's cream, not coconut. I don't know. I was thinking more of like a, yeah, like a hipster juice bar type of drink. Belinda's gifted another sub.
Thanks, Galinda.
I don't want to get a blender to make hipster drinks, but then I'm like, blenders are expensive and I don't know that I would use it that much.
Are you just making drinks? Get one of the juicer ones.
They're all expensive though.
Oh, like $50.
Like 100, aren't they? At least the ones I was looking at on Amazon very briefly.
Not for
I'm sure
the
you
ones
could
that... The ones that just do juice are... They're not very versatile though. That's literally all you can do with them.
Yeah.
You can't run them dry.
Good blenders for like 300. Yeah, that's... I was like, let me look up reviews. And everyone's like, oh, you gotta get a... Is it Blendtec? I can't remember.
Vitamix is this, that used to be the big
Vitamix.
one.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, those ones are insanely expensive. I was like, I don't want to spend that.
That blade, like it's fully magnetic, and I don't think it can strip or stall out. And you can just crush whatever the fuck you want in that thing.
Food processor. But like, you can't do like liquid consistency with that, from what I understand.
They might have other attachments.
If it can't crush ice, is it even a blender?
No, I think they categorize them as juicers. Not the Vitamix. The Vitamix is a most certainly an industrial piece of equipment. I was watching some of those Claire videos and just out of morbid curiosity priced those stand mixers. Jesus Christ.
Those are pricey.
Galinda gifted another tier 1 sub. Thank you, Galinda.
Thanks, Galinda.
Thank you. We got one, but it was a cast off from someone who didn't want it anymore, so we didn't pay anything for ours.
Oh, we got offensive and defensive stance. That's nice.
What'd you get, a stand mixer?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we keep it on the counter, so, you know, we look classy, but it's like we don't really use it that often, except to, like, bake occasionally.
Why does it matter that it's magnetic? You can rapidly shift the polarity of the motor, so it can spin in both directions, and you can just, like, jam it from forward to reverse without damaging it. Upgrade your items, it says some guy.
Well, I've only
Too late.
got 8 gold.
Uh-oh, that's living on the edge.
Yeah.
Now, have you worked out? See how you have one stick in your store? That randomly you get those, and I don't understand why.
Maybe if you do a good job killing the elite.
Maybe.
Do you have a yellow up front, like one of the warriors?
No.
He's got the greens up front. Although that might be rangers, I guess.
So usually it seems like you want to put the tankiest characters, the beefiest up front.
Yeah, that warrior's in the back. He's like, this is bullshit.
I love the nuke symbol thing. I love that. Lost the green. Man, the timing of summoning the nuke is off on this game.
This guy's still making a lot of updates to it, right? Like he's updating it like every other day.
He launched the mobile version this weekend.
It only came out a week or two ago.
Oh,
But I think he's making a lot of money now because the response has been overwhelming. And it's like, all right, let's invest in this. Ooh, here's a big... You could immediately go swarm.
Yeah. Who else am I getting rid of?
That's really going to change your build, though.
If you get a KitchenAid, they sell a meat grinder attachment if that deer ever comes back. Oh, we've got a mixer. We don't have the meat grinder attachment. We got our mixer for free. Do you think all the money can corrupt him? I guess it's the game dev into upgrading to vector graphics.
I wonder if adding actual graphics to this game would take away from some of the charm.
I think a little bit. And it gets kind of crazy, like, during the fights and stuff. I don't know that it would be better with more details.
But I think the flashing and even the screen shake. Screen shake is usually really bad, but I don't mind it in this game. It has a really good feel of impact.
Maybe you could do artwork for like each of the characters. So when you're selecting them, you could like visualize them better, but then the gameplay would be like this, where it was still just colors.
I'll tell you two things I would love to see. I would love to see little faces on the blobs.
That'd be cool.
Plus, that gives you an idea of their orientation. And I would like to see the little faces change when they take damage.
Oh, yeah, like, ow.
I lost my warriors.
And I would like to have them have a little celebratory face for after you die.
And I want, when the cleric and the witch are placed next to each other, I want them to be winking at each other periodically until they take damage.
Almost didn't make it that time.
And every 20 seconds, if the cleric and the witch are next to each other, it throws out a little thing on the stage that is used condom.
+1 gold.
-1 gold, because that could result in a child.
How does that happen? Used condom is not worth anything. You don't want it.
I immediately lost a warrior.
Ooh.
Yeah, you really have to work on your
piloting skills.
Shepherding. You got to hurt them. Your version of hurting is to just drive down the middle of them and smash them with your face.
To be fair, that was working for a while.
See, like, you should have taken them all the way up into the corner there and got them all clustered up before you tried to dodge around them. Because they'll catch you in the curve every time. I want persistent upgrades / unlocks between runs. I think he's mentioned that. But honestly, I like this version. I like the version where you can just do everything from the start.
Yeah.
Rift Wizard style. That was another good game that did that. Because the fun here is trying to put together these builds. Oof.
Smeaver, we haven't seen the deer again. I'm sure it's still back there, but we haven't seen it. We cleared out a bunch of brush this weekend, so maybe we'll see them wandering through a little more.
Damn it.
Which summoner do you have? Is that the... Oh.
Yeah, that's done.
Gotta take the white one.
Oh.
There was just no way.
That was 5 of 5. There was totally a way there. You could have done that.
You just gotta want it. You gotta dig deep.
Skipping the cleric this time, they weren't doing me any good.
Was hack. Time moves forward only when you do. No, I've never heard of this one. $2014. Wow. Any of you own a Captain Crunch whistle?
He's
I
talking
think
about.
I had one of those.
I've got
as
one
a
of the.
kid.
I've got one of the old 2600 hertz whistles but that was before our time.
What is a Captain Crunch whistle?
You used to be able to use it on the phone systems. It was the frequency that the phone company used to use to control stuff on the phone lines. General Mills did not intend for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds chaotic. Did you mow before all this rain comes in?
I mowed late in the week this week.
Oh, okay.
But isn't tomorrow okay? I was thinking about mowing tomorrow evening.
I think tomorrow, like, they're saying isolated, so it's probably just like random chance of thunderstorms. But then after that, I think like Tuesday through most of Thursday, we have thunderstorms.
But that was... They keep changing those storm forecasts.
Yeah.
I didn't weed eat, and I need to... I'm in the process of just taking all my hedges down to 0.
I realized today we've got mimosa in a couple places in our fence line, and I was like, no, because my mom used to have those, and they are really difficult to get rid of. I was very distressed.
Yeah, I got trees in my fence line that I'm trying to kill.
If it was anything but mimosa, I probably wouldn't care, but once you get one mimosa, you have like 20.
What's your favorite Little Debbie snack?
Cosmic brownies.
Uh,
They got those little things in them.
Let me think. I don't know the difference between like Little Debbie and what's the other one? I can't think of my snack vendors. But oatmeal cream pie is a strong one. That's a classic.
Really? That's the one you like? I'm not surprised, actually. That's an old man choice.
The peanut butter stick ones,
Those
nutty
are
bars. Yeah, those are good. There's another peanut butter one where it's a cookie wrapped around like a peanut butter paste with chocolate on it. Have you had that one?
Wait, chocolate? Wait, repeat that?
So it's like a cookie, a hollow cookie with chocolate covering it. On the inside, there's like a...
Oh, and there's like, yeah, the peanut butter stuff.
Yeah.
That is really good. I like those a lot. You can't always find them.
Those are more rare, yeah.
What about moon pies?
Those are good.
Is that Little Debbie?
Definitely, I think Moon Pie's their own company though, aren't they?
They're so
Yeah,
good.
I don't think you can get those.
I mean, I think we can still count them in this competition. Although, I find moon pies to be very dry recently. Have you had one recently?
Yes, they are very dry.
You gotta get your RC Cola to go with it.
Sugar bomb.
Dude, you're just so impatient with these bosses.
He's gotta die. He's gotta stop summoning shit. Oh, magnetism. Obviously, there's no other choice here.
Your nickname, among the other generals is Ramrod.
Oh, a corruptor. Ooh, who am I gonna trade? Vagrant. But there's so many vagrants. It's so many. Magician. I kind of want the saboteur as well. I guess I could get rid of the carver since I've got some clerics, and the carver never really seems to do much for me.
I find it difficult. I find that I make bad decisions trying to stay in that circle. It gets me killed.
Well, whose fault is that?
The temptress that is
The circle.
the carver.
Chocolate moon pie or banana moon pie? I've only had chocolate.
Chocolate. I don't like the banana one.
Isn't vanilla the default?
Or, I guess it's chocolate and vanilla?
Yeah, it's chocolate and vanilla.
If there's a pure chocolate one, I've never had that.
No, the vanilla one has like a white colored outside.
Oh.
Yellow
Had
colored.
that.
I thought that was the original.
I don't think so.
I think the chocolate one is.
I bet the banana one's nasty.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Because they don't even use real bananas a lot of the time. Banana pudding is just chemical pudding.
What's
had
your
a-
snack drawer? What's the liquor hidden in the office? It's all orange liquor right now.
I try not to have a snack drawer. My only emergency snack is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But like today, I bought my knoppers.
We usually keep like jalapeno chips, like the kettle chips, and then I like Nutella a lot, and I'll eat that on like bread or just with graham cracker.
You need snacks, they should be nuts. Man, I bought some of those cocoa dusted almonds.
Did your kidneys hate it?
They did. But every other part of me loved it.
PB&J, what kind of jelly? Jelly, jam, or preserves? They got a lot of
Oh,
questions.
no, I get the basic squeeze bottle stuff.
Oh. I got blackberries coming in. Maybe I'll make some blackberry jam and you can have some.
There goes my warrior.
He died a
Oof.
warrior's death.
Oh, I gotta have the fairy. Alright, who's going? Vagrant.
Have we tried an all healer build? We should do that at some point.
You never
There's
kill
no
him.
damage.
Oh, I need a Highlander too.
Can we do like a dungeon boss where you have one warrior and all healers?
Priest, cleric, fairy, carver, I think are your only healer options. So you can only have 4.
Oh.
Oh no, that's not true. One of the white ones heals, but he has to take damage to heal.
Seems kind of garbage.
There were little jelly bean shits everywhere. Yeah, those are the summoned, the critters, as the game calls them. Read the article about Factorio. So they tried to... Who's monitoring Factorio for these kinds of things?
Apparently, no one affected. Also, looking at fruit trees to plant. Bubblegum plum. Plant a plum that smells like bubblegum.
I don't think bubblegum's a pleasant smell. You ever have bubblegum ice cream? It's disgusting.
Apparently this is an heirloom variety, so it just smells like bubblegum. Ooh. I don't really eat plums, but the name was intriguing to me.
Let's take something beautiful and natural and make it mimic one of the most toxic artificial things that we have.
I don't know. Let me see if it mentions where it was developed. It made it sound like it was an old variety. Originates from South Dakota in 1911. So it just happens to smell like bubblegum, I guess. Ugh. Oh. Questions and answers. Why did you choose this? Top answer. I think my grandkids would love this plum. That's from Peggy H.
She doesn't know it. She just suspects. Can you imagine? Like, Grandma's got a surprise for you when you get here on Friday, and they're like, holy fuck, I bet it's a PS5.
It's just bubblegum plums. Do they have pawpaws that are seedless like bananas? Not that I'm aware of. I just planted 2 pawpaws, and they will definitely have seeds in them when we finally get fruit off it. Thank you, Peggy.
I got some summoner synergy going on here, some healer synergy. This is a critter healer build. I like it.
Now I can get the exploder thing.
What is that one mage that you've got?
I've forgotten. Area, yeah, the giant area of attack.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Pawpaws taste like banana. They're supposed to taste like a mix of banana and mango. I've only found pawpaw like once, and it
Wait
was
a
not
minute.
ripe.
You've never tasted it, but you bought a bunch of trees?
Yeah,
What if you hate it?
they're a native plant, and they don't cause any issues, so
Damn it.
it'll diversify my woods.
There is strength in diversity, I've heard. Oh, the orange ones. I hate them so much.
Yeah, the build on this one wasn't great.
The divine wind.
Alright, my shop's level 3, I can re-roll. And of course, everything is shitty.
Do pawpaws come in male, female, and then the females are called mamas.
Meanwhile, have you ever been to the Bass Pro Shop that is a pyramid? I don't think so. I don't know if I've ever been to any one of the. I think there's probably one in like Pigeon Forge. I think maybe I was at that one. Right.
I think there's one in Nashville. I think that's the one that's the pyramid.
Maybe I'm thinking of a. I might be thinking of a Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Oh, it's in Memphis. This is a good cereal shop.
Oh, that makes sense that it would be in Memphis, right? Because it's a pyramid.
Ah.
Remember seeing them on the late night PBS channels selling knives? Cutlery Corner, they're on YouTube. You can still watch them.
Oh, for those cozy sleeps.
Everything's level 2. The chances of that were very remote. 45% chance of level 2. Come on.
Those home shopping networks do live streams. My
Yeah.
mom watches the QVC channel when she gets bored at home, and I'm like, don't do that. And then she ends up buying stuff off of it.
Cutlery Corner has a live stream, and then they just loop it for the rest of the day, every day, on their YouTube channel. There's 24 hours a day. You can watch those fucking knives now. But they don't have the crazy deals that they used to. I remember when I was a kid, some nights, they would get to a point and you're like, I'm crazy for not buying this. You're really going to give me 6 katanas and 14 folding knives for $19.99? Really?
That is kind of like a message of the past. Is like those ads where it was like the screen at the very end was always blue with bright yellow numbers, and it was like, call now to place your order.
Be one of the next 10 callers. They weren't. You are getting shit for upgrades. This run is kind of doomed, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I kind of
There's
just
always
decided
hope.
to YOLO it.
That ain't the way to do it. The corner is not your friend.
This strategy didn't work before, but maybe this time.
Also, do you know, is it the blue ones that leave the traps? Those are ruthless.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get lucky with the next one and have something that drops gold so I can buy something that's reasonable.
Yeah, you should do a really hard miser build. Savings as much as you can. After every successful arena run, you go to McDonald's just to steal all the ketchup packets.
I live on McDonald's ketchup.
There's a lot of those YouTube channels where they're like, all right, we're going to do 2 days on $2. And stealing McDonald's coffee creamer is a big part of their culinary world. Are the McDonald's there open in the lobby? I don't think I've been to one. Have you guys been to one?
Mm-mm.
Wait, are they open?
In the lobby.
I don't know. I
think
never
they
really
are.
went into the lobby anyway.
No, I didn't know. The one of them around here, they're digging up. They've got the entire parking lot dug up, and I imagine they're installing AI stuff.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm going to McDonald's, like, bad decisions are already made. I don't need to compound it by going inside.
Although, I think maybe the better experience is to just use the app and pull into one of those little parking spots and have them bring it out to you, but installing the McDonald's app is just like, when I get the steps I have to go through for that, when I get to like step 3, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, it's never gonna work. I mean, I guess maybe it's working because they still have those spots available, but
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with the process of it, but it's just like, I'm going through all this trouble to kill myself.
yeah, to get McDonald's of all foods.
Yeah. If I'm gonna, all this sodium and awfulness and nastiness, I'm gonna get something that's a little tastier than McDonald's.
The fake news will tell us what Subway tuna really is. Yeah, they said it wasn't tuna, but they didn't say what it actually was.
But so it's worse than that. Randos said it wasn't, and then was it the New York Times? Said it was. They said they got it tested and it was. And then more randos said it wasn't, and then another paper in Florida are now also saying no.
I wonder if it varies by location.
But according to Subway, it's just like fucking bumblebee tuna from the can and mayonnaise.
Well, you know what? There's a Subway not far from the office. We should go do some investigative journalism for our viewers.
Yeah, but we would need the insanely expensive scientific equipment.
No.
To incinerate and test the DNA of the tuna.
If it's not tuna, it's probably just some sort of cheap fish like tilapia, right?
Right. The only thing that these labs could accuse them of is that it is not tuna DNA. They don't know about like it's not fish or anything like that.
I won't believe anything y'all say. You probably shouldn't do that.
Now the other explanation they thought it might be is that the tuna is so heavily processed by the time it gets into the sandwich, it's no longer recognizable as tuna.
The DNA's been shredded.
Oh.
That makes it safer. I mean, it's a more advanced pasteurization process.
I don't know if that's bad for us necessarily.
If there was, you know, any human brain matter in there, we definitely wouldn't get prion disease.
The tuna had been eating humans. Probably not impossible, right? Sailors. Oh, did you see that? That one red dot took friendly fire from his white brother.
I did that on purpose because of my skills.
It was a strat.
Now I gotta say, this combination I find oddly compelling in terms of breakfast cereal.
This is Captain Crunch. This is Team Captain Crunch. It's all yellow and blue.
Captain Crunch is blue.
Well, his outfit is. I'm thinking like the logo, the spokesman for Captain Crunch, the captain himself, wears an outfit in this color scheme.
All these years and he's not moved past captain.
Sacrificed one of my warriors just then.
That's why he drinks.
Well, I didn't know that he drank.
Well, he's a sea captain. Of course he drinks, but like
He drinks milk,
more.
right?
He drinks White Russians. It's milk, but there's a little extra in there.
It's Kahlua, rye whiskey, and a little bit of milk.
He prefers it slightly sour too, like the milk slightly sour.
Buttermilk.
Yeah.
A Highlander, I need them. Yeah, Highlander.
Where do you all see yourselves in 2023? I'm thinking probably a FEMA vaccine camp.
I was just gonna say dead, but who knows? Sometimes you go back and you watch, like, you know, the YouTube algorithm recommends stuff from, like, you know, New Year's time, you know, January 2019, and it's like, what do you think this year is gonna hold? And no one was right.
There's some of those Bill Gates vaccine tweets from 2019 that didn't age well.
Yeah. White Russian is vodka, not whiskey. I think he was maybe making an intentionally bad drink. Oh, you know what? 2023, I might have my first pawpaw crop.
I bet that'll bring about world peace.
it's trending on Twitter.
Did you guys see that apparently Kim Jong has lost a bunch of weight and the people of North Korea are saddened by it?
I saw that, and I looked, the article I looked at, I don't know if that picture was old, or
No,
it was a video, I think, but it was like, he doesn't look that thin.
I don't think that's current, because we don't always have pictures of him. It's not like they press release shit.
Yeah.
But I think the idea is, you know, it's not like healthy weight loss. He's dying.
He looks like a K-pop star.
Or maybe he caught a little case of polonium, just a small one.
He dyes his hair blue.
I don't know if I should
Fat is
roll.
rare.
Dressing like a K-pop star is a capital offense over there now? Are you memeing with me right now, or is that real?
No. K-pop, he considers that one of the most dangerous things that exist.
It is dangerously catchy.
Yeah, exactly. And if you get real caught up in that, you're like, maybe I'll take a little stroll.
We stand.
I watched a video about the American soldier who defected. There's been more than one, but this guy in particular, he committed some kind of crime, and he knew they were about to catch him, and he was about to be court-martialed. So he was just like, "Fuck it," and he went to North Korea, and it seems like he might have had a pretty decent life there. But
is that because of his status though? Like, were they like, oh, you can help us?
Oh,
somehow?
absolutely. Yeah. It was like a sort of what was that movie where Jim Carrey was like, he was the only one who didn't know it was on TV.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. 'Cause it's one of my friend's favorite movies, but I can't remember the name.
One of those types of deals where, you know, everything was monitored, and they tried to leave because, you know, it was an awful life. It was nothing like what they expected, and there were some other expats there, and they tried to leave and they got caught, and they sat them down and they were like, "We don't understand. We thought that life was good for you here. We're trying to be good to you. What's going on?" And they were like, "Well, you know, we're lonely." And then one by one, they met beautiful expat women in just like these random restaurants that they usually went to. And of course, eventually it turned out that they were kidnapped and told, "You will be his wife or your family will die."
I would watch that anime. What's the season finale though?
But he ended up staying together with the, like, they just eventually was like, "All right, we'll just stay together."
I mean, if the choice is stay together or die.
But I think later, actually maybe one of them died young. I can't remember all the details, but it seemed like she could have escaped at some point. But at that point, it was just like, what am I going to escape to? It's been, you know, decades.
That's grim. What's the best anime you've all seen? I don't watch a ton of anime. I liked Full Metal Alchemist back in the day. I never watched Brotherhood though. I've heard Brotherhood's very good, but I have never seen it.
I don't know if I've ever seen an anime. Oh, I liked Vampire Hunter D. You ever watch that? The hyper violence of it when I was a kid was very appealing. So we didn't have anything like that. Oh no, who is that? Is that a warrior?
Yeah, it's a warrior.
He's got no cooldown though.
Oh,
That's the squire. Oh, he's got no attack.
boots him around.
And no heals. You can't win this.
Oh, I liked.
You
I watched
could-
Avatar recently.
If you would have left the white one alive, he might have been able to shoot the other ones. It would have taken probably 45 minutes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What's the best run tonight? Has it been 18?
18, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So the expat guys, the other big part of their stories is the current Kim Jong. Is he Il was the father, right?
Yeah, I think Un is the son.
So Un was born, And before he was the glorious leader, he was just, up to his own devices. And he was like, you know what I want to be? I want to be a Hollywood director. And it was like, well, you know what? You get to be whatever the fuck you want to be. Here's a movie studio. But he needed villains? So who's the perfect villain for a North Korean movie? American soldiers. These guys, they became superstars. They became movie stars.
What a bizarre world.
And the people were afraid of them because, like all the propaganda. But after they became movie stars, even though they were villains in the movies, they became beloved. Why you never re-roll the starting roster?
Because it costs money.
You see that R? No. Next to the party count where it just says R.
Mm-hmm.
On your very first time after a death, you should just re-roll constantly till you get whatever you want.
Oh.
Why hasn't there ever been a cave painting of a salad? Because they weren't agrarian?
They were all hunter-gatherers at that point?
Yeah. When was the salad invented? We probably don't have a record of that, right?
I mean, people probably ate leaves since the dawn of time, but, putting it in with oil and cheese and other processed stuff.
Do you have to add oil and cheese? If I had, let's say I had a lettuce and a carrot and a mushroom. That's a salad, right?
It is. It's not going to be a very tasty one, but it is a salad.
Well, if it's the first salad, you grade on a curve.
I got a cleric.
Does not have enough calories for a hardworking caveman. I mean, in terms of caloric density, no, leaves are not going to get you there. But in terms of just like any food source you can eat, I don't think you're real picky at that point. You just eat whatever you can find.
The Pakistani reaction channel. One of the things that they often say about some of the garbage corn syrup sweet foods are they're like, this is fine, but it just doesn't have enough calories. And it's like, bro, you have no idea how many calories that has.
Yeah. The thing they may be looking for is like, it's not filling.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about, like farming all day.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be hungry again, but your caloric needs are technically taken care of.
The word salad comes to English from the French salade, of the same meaning, itself an abbreviated form of the earlier vulgar Latin herba salata, salted greens. So I guess the invention of the salad came after we started cultivating salt and purifying it.
Well, it does make greens taste better. Oil, fat, salt. Anything to hide the taste of the leaves. Salad's confirmed vulgar. When was the last time you had a sugar soda?
Friday?
Wendell had one, yeah. Not too long ago. I have a Coke once in a while.
I think my husband got Zaxby's on his way in from town the other day, and I think I had a Coke with that.
I won't do fountain. Although you don't get ice, do you?
I prefer not to have ice, yeah. I mean, if they give it to, I'm not going to ask them specifically, like when I'm going through a drive-thru, not to give me ice, but if I'm getting the drink myself, I don't put ice in it. It comes out of the machine cold, chat.
Mountain Dew Zero is all I drink anymore. Oh, you got some long-term health issues percolating, sir. Let me tell you.
Iceberg lettuce is delicious. My husband, I grew some fancy ass lettuce last year, and then my husband was like, "Can you grow iceberg instead?" And I was like, "Iceberg is the worst lettuce."
Fancy ass lettuce is a phrase where the hyphen really matters.
It does, yeah. What did I grew? Well, it's not really fancy, I guess, but it's like a better lettuce, like a tastier lettuce. It was butter crunch. I grew butter crunch lettuce last year, and he's like, "Let's do iceberg this year." And I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Butter crunch lettuce?
Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the variety. It's not as like watery as iceberg.
Butter Crunch. Butter Crunch. There's that Notorious B.I.G. song.
Oops.
The milk was chocolate. The cookies butter crunch.
Oh.
Talking about his grade school days when he was selling crack.
Any food they have to name after another food is a lie. I mean, it doesn't taste like butter, but it was not bad. As far as lettuce goes, I think it's better than iceberg.
Yeah, what is it about the lettuce that's buttery?
I don't know, that's just what it's called.
Maybe cows really like it.
I'd like to grow, I think kale will grow as a perennial around here. I'd like to get some kale in the ground, maybe in the fall.
I think kale and or spinach are kidney stone precursors.
What's in spinach that gives you kidney stones?
I don't know.
Say we grow on spinach. It's too hot for it right now, but I'll probably plant some more in the fall.
Biden loses to Trump in a landslide next election. What do you think that you will hear from the press? Probably klaxons. Loudspeaker instructions to shelter in place. Next month, aliens invade? What do you
Seems
think
like
they'll look like?
A big nothing burger. They're gonna look like exactly like those suckers I linked earlier. They're gonna have a glow stick body and a sweet sucker head.
Do they always glow, or do they glow as an emotional response?
As definitely like they're cooler than the suckers in that they change color depending on their emotion.
Oh,
They're like a
nice.
mood ring. I said that like someone who doesn't speak English natively. A mood
Sounded
ring.
like there was a K on the end of it.
Yeah.
What if cicadas were an alien invasion? What are they trying to accomplish?
Saw that there was a recall on shrimp recently. And I was like, why would you even eat shrimp when there's cicadas right there?
They're supposed to be the same family, right?
Yeah, same
Land
thing.
shrimp. That would be a natural product expansion for chicken of the sea.
Yeah, it would be cicadas.
Tuna of the land.
Would you freak out if a new breed of ticks was discovered that could dig into your body? I got another tick on me yesterday.
Aren't there already ticks that can dig into your body?
Yeah, they already kind of do. I mean, they don't like go super deep, but I mean, they do latch on. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta take my antibiotic in a minute.
What's the theme of this build? I'm not following it.
I don't have a theme. I'm just trying to get the highest tier things I can get because I don't have anything.
I don't think that's going to work out for you. I think you got to work toward more synergy.
So re-roll.
Well, you got to pick. You got to decide where you're going to go here. I mean, you got.
The Juggernaut and the Warrior are my best things, and then I've got a Cleric and well, I guess just a Cleric for healing, and that's it.
So go Warrior synergy. And what is that? Nuke? I don't know the icons.
Sorcerer and Warrior, and then just Warrior.
Looks like you could get Mage synergy. Is there a Warrior Mage? Spell Sword? Is Spell Sword Warrior Mage?
Was it a Lone Star tick? I think it was just a deer tick. And it wasn't on very long. I caught it pretty quick, but...
Now, I've heard that the match technique could release toxins. Do you burn, or do you just pull off and disinfect?
Yeah, I just pull off and disinfect, usually. My family has always burnt them. And I feel like that's more just like... for, you know,
Catharsis.
cathartic reasons and not really like scientific reasons. It's like, yeah, you son of a bitch, you'll burn for biting me.
Yeah, my mom was a big believer in dropping them down in alcohol.
Yeah.
And of course, you don't need to do that. There's so many other ways to kill a tick, but it was kind of fun to watch them.
To die.
Like, it was clear that they were not having a good time. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Got both of my warriors.
I dread getting a meat allergy. Yeah, that would suck. I had one family friend who I knew had it, and then recently I found out another friend of mine has the meat allergy now. They can't eat red meat.
I think this is a conspiracy from the Chicken Council.
They released the ticks into the wild.
I bet Chick-fil-A's involved.
Damn it.
I've been retreating all my clothes with permethrin.
No.
And being more mindful of when I go out to clear brush.
Oof. Oh, 5 of 5. I don't know if there's another spawn coming. You can pull this out.
Ooh.
It bounced off and into me. No. All right.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
All right. Well, I got to run to the restroom, and it's 10:30, so we'll just call it there.
We'll call it there.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll probably play more of this on Friday because it's kind of addictive. If I haven't, you know, completely like played out of it by then.
I think chat's into it. We had good numbers tonight. You guys all seem to like it, so.
Thanks for hanging out. See ya.
Bye.